Welcome back, my fiendish friends. We are delighted to have you joining us once again for another thrilling episode of Shadows of Prophecy. Brace yourselves for a journey full of magic, adventure, and spine-tingling horror as our heroes delve deeper into the truth of their reality and begin to unravel the mysteries surrounding the void. So, grab your favorite snack, get cozy, and prepare yourselves as we embark on this exciting journey together. With us today, we have
Dan, and I'm playing the scholar and rogue, mostly human. Oh my god, I got lost.
A little bit elves.
A little bit elf. And ski ball extraordinaire, Ren. I'm so sorry.
Well, goodbye, everyone. This has been a lovely episode.
Mid-sentence dissociation.
My brain just stopped working.
Chris.
Hi, I'm Chris. I'm playing the Tiefling Cleric, who is a flashy haberdasher with a splash of panache, Salvador Saltrose.
Ooh, Russell.
I'm Russell. I'm playing Upri, the half-orc barbarian. Uncanny Valley, more like Uncanny Get Me the Fuck Out of Here.
You're welcome. And Kai.
And hi, my name is Kai, and I am playing the half-elf warlock, Yonce Bay, who, just like me, wishes they were incognito today. Because I'm black. You know what? And this is Shadows of Prophecy. Viewer discretion is advised.
Now we have video. All right. As we immerse ourselves into the shadows of prophecy, be warned, for this tale explores the darkest corners of the human soul and psyche, where the line between good and evil is blurred, and unspeakable horrors linger in every shadow. Our story is not for the faint of heart, for it will not only bring us to mysterious lands, but have us walk down treacherous paths with unforeseen dangers, as our heroes, who are not always virtuous, confront villains who are not always wicked. As the prophecy unfolds and the fate of the world hangs in the balance, only one thing is for certain. Nothing is as it seems. So, stay sharp, ready yourselves, and we just may make it through this together as our heroes continue to pull back the veil. Shadows of Prophecy is a Dungeons & Dragons actual playcast with violent themes and adult language. Listener discretion is advised. Join us today as we enter the Shadows of Prophecy. Act 2, Behind the Veil. Chapter 14, Tinder to the Flame.
That's a fire alarm, in case I was wondering.
Previously on Shadows of Prophecy, we have a long one today. The party found themselves in a surreal and nightmarish realm filled with unsettling props, including thimbles turned into flower pots, candy wrappers affixed toothpicks. A nightmarish plastic face loomed on an archway overhead, and Daphne called them telepathically, because of course she did. She discussed the arrival of Alice, Desmond, Wesley, and Freya, reminding the party of the sobering revelation about the repeating cycle of near-extinction events every 3,000 years, and the demigod's decision to reset the illusion to escape an impending catastrophe. The party faced a momentous decision regarding embracing or rejecting the powers of the Titans as they navigated the mysterious and eerie landscape. Following Daphne's message, the party embarked on the only available path in this eerie landscape, a winding black and white tiled road that presented an unnaturally pristine and meticulously manicured world. They encountered a unique hill with a lone tree, beneath which they met Mabel, a doll girl searching for her missing hat. While a subtle tension lingered, they assisted Mabel in her quest to find the hat by cleverly creating an illusory one, and then calling upon the powers of the dreamer to manifest it into reality, indicating at least Salvador had made a decision. Their next encounter along the winding road was a looming, decrepit dollhouse. This peculiar structure, with a crooked design and porch, beckoned them to enter. Stepping inside, they were transported to a sepia-toned world reminiscent of a vintage photograph, accompanied by the sweet, melancholic melodies of jazz. Sal, their fearless leader, courageously explored 3 doors in the upper corridor, revealing chilling vignettes, including a woman with vacant eyes, a frozen family portrait, and an eerie solo dance performance. They discussed their experiences and shared personal memories, which momentarily grounded them in their shared humanity. They even considered playful nicknames for Deslea, the amalgamation of Desmond, Wesley, and Freya. Eventually, they decided to leave this unsettling dollhouse, feeling a sense of relief as they stepped back into the world outside. Continuing down the winding path, the party encountered a forlorn caravan of downtrodden peasants, trudging behind a dilapidated wagon, drawn by wooden horses, with equally rickety wheels. Just in time to witness the wagon's fragile wheels splinter and break. Salvador quickly remedied the issue with mending, and the crowd of puppets was pulled up into the sky on invisible strings, never to be seen again. As the party approached the circus entrance, a surreal night unfolded, with a paper moon overhead casting an eerie glow. The carnival, distant and spectral, offered a captivating vision amid the darkness, its carnival music luring them closer. While the attractions appeared enticing, a sense of unease crept in as they noticed that every person was a grotesque puppet, and everything was a prop, including the cotton candy. The entrance beckoned them into a world where reality and illusion intertwined, filled with intrigue and trepidation as they ventured further into its depths. As the group explored the carnival, Upri's sharp eyes spotted her brother Sennin's green headband, setting them on a quest to retrieve it, a quest that involved winning a game of skee-ball. They faced the exorbitant cost of a soul shard at the ticket exchange, but managed to outsmart the pricing system by coaxing the animatronic bear Barker to reveal its secrets and hand over a shard. After Ren won the headband back through a game of skee-ball, things took a bizarre turn. Upri believed she saw another puppet member being forcibly taken to a tent, and in her desperation she flipped over that tent and was abruptly seized by a guard, ascending into the sky and disappearing from sight. Yonce and Ren followed suit, vanishing in the same manner, leaving Sal on his own. He learned from Freddy Fazbear, the animatronic bear, that they were going to No-No Land.
Not a sponsor.
And defiantly punched Freddy's face before exiting the cotton candy in hand. Each member was transported to their individual dark chambers in No-No Land, where they faced cryptic warnings, sharp slaps, and reprimands from an unnamed puppet and the director before being deposited back on the ground.
We didn't all get slapped. Just so
Only one of us got slapped.
Twice. I got slapped.
Sal, Sal got slapped once. I got slapped no times.
Uppery was just like, "You're my favorite. Go back."
Returning to the carnival, they played several more games, using their own soul shards this time, and winning 2 more mementos of the strays, until they finally find themselves drawn to the big top, where they experienced a performance of a dancing bear on a ball and 2 tightrope walkers. And that's where Yonce noticed a letter written to him from his sister, Meredith. The next performance is about to start as the spotlight spun around the room, landing on none other than Yonce Bay. But before we return to that scene, I have one thing to say.
Better work. Sorry.
In this realm of the Forsaken, where light does not penetrate and hope does not dare to linger, not a single soul escapes unscathed. Not a moment passes without the gnawing doubt that festers, for in the darkest corners of existence, not even the bravest can calm immunity. Not the strongest of wills can deny the insidious allure of the abyss, for it beckons, and none can resist it forever. Alright, so we find ourselves in the big top. The spotlight has just landed on Yonce Bay.
Wait, we're in him? What?
I'm pretty sure Uppery is the big top of the group.
Yonce, the light is on you.
Fuck. And I look at the rest of my party.
Uppery will get up and pose next to Yonce.
I don't think that's helping. I look at everyone. I'm like, I guess I'm joining the circus.
Yeah.
We're a group act though, right?
Are we?
I think we should be. And we can just so we can all be there to help.
Yeah, we're the helpers.
So we're just gonna pose. Ryan's good at that, as we've discussed in season 2, beginning of season 2. We pose.
Yeah, posing. You need to stare at least to
Yeah.
Yonce is gonna walk. Yonce is gonna walk down the stairs as they all begin to pose.
Does the spotlight track with Yonce?
Oh, yes. So as the spotlight travels down, pacing with Yonce, the crowd begins to clap.
And Yonce just starts waving. Hi, everybody. Hi.
And for our next performance, Yonce Bay.
I look somewhere. I'm like, how do you know my name?
We all know you, Yonce.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Step on up and show us what you've got.
Okay, it's gonna be stupid. All right. Yonce walks up, and I'm assuming, is there like a little spotlight stage or what's...
Yeah, so in the center ring of the big top, there is like a little platform that the ringleader is standing on. And he motions at the platform and steps off of it. He backs away into the curtains off stage.
Yonce is going to step on the platform and then look up at the letter. Then look back at the audience and It's a pretty awkward silence. You can hear the cardboard cutouts cough. Exactly. Hi, everybody. I am Yonce, as the ringleader just said, and I didn't know I was performing today, but I do see something that's familiar to me. And I point up at the letter. Do you see that letter, everyone? Ladies and gentlemen, and otherwise defined. My magic trick will be getting that letter back by any means necessary. And then I look and I whisper. No, I don't whisper. Then I look and I'm like, does the letter want to just come down before I do anything?
You call out. The crowd is... You can see the confusion on their porcelain and carved faces, and they're kind of... They start... You hear like a bunch of whispering and like, what is going on? Like, what?
Wow.
Are they going to perform? Like, this is... What?
Seeing a lot of cold stares heading my way right now. And you just see Yonce just kind of like, you can see that they're stressing. They're kind of just patting on themselves and be like, do. Sweet Polly Plunkett saw her life pass. Flew down the city road crying. I am a lass who alas loves a lad who alas has another lass who once I had in Canterbury. 'Tis a route out diddy dun day, 'tis a route out diddle dundee. There. And then I do a little pose and I just look.
Can I use prestidigitation to make like a...
Wow, tough audience. Well, I guess y'all don't know Sweeney Todd from the prestigious Stephen Sondheim Water. Okay. And Yonce is going to look at everyone, look at the group, be like, and I'm just going to mouth, help.
Is Yonce still part monk, or are they all warlock?
All warlock.
Okay.
Ren will run up and I don't know what to do, but something cool. I will use, what's it called? Hold on, please. I have so many papers.
And as you do that, Yonce just starts re-singing, Sweet Polly Plunkett saw her life pass, flew down the city road crying. I am alive. Okay, thank you.
I will use melded memory to summon the tendril that I nabbed at the end of season 2.
Yeah.
Right? Season 2, that's when I got it. From the tendril mommy that we killed in the city. And I like flourish it to like, I don't know, try to do something cool with it.
Like a whip.
All right.
Yeah.
Give me performance check.
Okay, great. And how high up is the tightrope? Why am I rolling?
I think you asked this question at the end of the last session, and I gave you an answer, and I think it was like 60 feet in the air.
I actually have an idea, but do your roll.
Yeah, so I got a 16 on performance, and what I want to try and do, so the tendril has a 50-foot reach, and I'm going to try and get Yonce to give me a boost.
Okay.
So that I could latch onto the tightrope.
So my idea is different. I was going to jump on your tendril and you'd throw me in the air.
We could try that. I don't know how strong the tendril is.
I'm very delicate. I'm kidding. So here was my idea, and then if it doesn't work out, we can do yours. So my idea was you pull out the tendril, and then I use Eldritch Blast to like pour myself on top of the tendril, and you just lift me up like a skinny bitch. You just keep pushing me up.
Yeah, we're going to try that. I'm going to stand on the platform, and I'm going to wrap Yonce. I'm going to do like a quick waist wrap on Yonce with the tendril and try and lift him up into the tightrope.
Okay.
And obviously the most performative fashion. I got a 16.
Yeah, 16. Give me an acrobatics check, Yonce.
9 plus 3 is 12.
12. All right. So you hear the voice of the ringleader calling out from backstage, like booming through the big top tent. Worry not, audience. The performance has yet to come. Correct?
Yonce's like, I thought my singing was actually pretty good. And the Enchanted Forest chorus, I always was the lead. But
Maybe, audience, you could pep them up. Maybe some lights and a microphone might add to the thrill of this performance.
Maybe some help from our other teammates who have magic.
Okay. And I'll throw my axe 20 feet in front of us.
I'll walk down the aisle and I'll try to get to the court side.
Yeah, I want to make a dramatic statement of lifting Yonce up to the tightrope.
Yeah. All right.
and I'm just repeating Sweet Polly
Well,
Plunkett.
Am I able to lift Yonce up to the
Yeah,
tightrope with?
Let me figure out what's going on with the scene.
I cast Gust of Wind.
Can I? That's a good idea.
It was not intentional. That was what I rolled, just to be clear, as I threw my axe.
Right.
I guess it goes towards the audience, and there's now just a gust of wind blowing them all back.
Yeah. So this gust of wind blows through the audience.
Very
you see
dramatic.
it just like everybody's face is just like, oh my gosh. And what is Salvador doing?
I was gonna rush down to the where Yonce and Ren are standing. I whisper, I can do one of two things. I can do another gust of wind to sort of like blow the letter out from where it's being stored, or I can at least enhance your ability to make it better at dexterity checks.
We're looking for a show.
Yeah, so I think unfortunately the letter cannot fall down.
Then here we go. I slap my my palm on Yonce's shoulder and I do enhance abilities. So you get Cat's Grace. So I think you get something around dexterity checks.
I think it's advantage on dexterity checks.
Yeah, let's see. You have advantage on dexterity checks and it doesn't take damage. Oh, you don't take damage if you fall 20 feet or less.
All right, cool. All right, I'm going to look at Ren and be like, I need you to throw me as high as you can with that tentacle. They want a show, we're going to give them a show.
I was going to try and get up there and then lift you up again. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Yeah.
I think I'm more determined because it's my letter that I want to just grab it.
All right. So this gust of wind happens, and then the three of you just kind of all like huddle in the middle of the stage. And now the audience is again very confused, and everybody is just like waiting for something to happen.
How close is the ringleader?
The ringleader is backstage now.
Damn it. Okay.
Do you need me to? What do you want?
I just want some dramatic music.
I can do thaumaturgy to be like an announcer voice, but I think my music is limited.
As y'all are figuring this out, I'm going to look at the stage. Look at the audience. I am sorry, audience members. I just figured out that I was performing today. So, it's a little bare bones. It's a little rusty, but
Boo!
I look at that person. I'm going to punch you in the throat. Anyways, I am here to give you a show. Do you want a show, ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah. Put on a show.
All right. I take off part of my outfit so you just see, and I'm a thick bitch, so you just see like the Jacondra tree. So like I'm shirtless at this point, and I wrap the sleeves around me, and I'm like, all right, we're gonna have a performance, and I bounce my nipples, giving them something. And I'm like, my trick is, you see this tentacle that my colleague Ren has? Point to the tentacle. Tentacle, give it a wave.
The tentacle waves.
I am going to jump on that tentacle and it's going to lift me high in the air. Are you ready for that, ladies and gentlemen? And otherwise else defined?
We'll get on with it.
All right, I lift.
Get over it, governor!
I didn't know this was Sweeney Todd.
I'll I'll try and lift Yonce with the tentacle.
All right. So as this is starting, you see that the ringleader does start assisting you. So you see some lights that start to twinkle on the peripherals of the tent, and they start flashing, and there's like almost a strobing effect that starts happening around the room. You hear drums start playing backstage.
And you see me, I'm just doing poses like assistants like this.
Yeah, does it work?
Important.
I am trying to set a scene.
Yes, but I've been trying to lift Yonce for like 5 minutes now, and I really want to know if it's going to work.
Okay. So. Yonce, you step on over to the center of the stage. You prepare yourself. You're posing.
And I feel the cat-likeness come in, so I do a little meow.
And then your tentacle. How do you do this?
I'm going to wrap it around Yonce's waist.
All right.
And lift.
All right. Just raw lift.
I don't know how else to do it.
All right. Do you remember the strength stat for that tentacle?
No, I don't think I forgot it.
All right. Just roll a d20.
Okay. It's a 16.
All right. So you wrap the tentacle around Yonce's waist, and you begin to lift them up in the air. What are you doing with them? Up onto the...
Yes, I want to get them to the tightrope. And that's as high as I can get you. It's to the tightrope.
All right.
So you're going to have to hold on to that tightrope.
Yes. What I was thinking is I guess your tentacle's not that strong, but I was like, you unwrap me and then I hop on top of the tentacle so I can at least have some time. Since it'll give me enough, I can jump up.
Yeah, I'm gonna whisper, shout, hold on to the tightrope really quick.
All right, so I hold on to the tightrope,
Right.
And then I'm gonna try and lift myself up to the tightrope.
All right.
So I'm gonna wrap around the tightrope and pull myself up.
So you lift Yonce up. Yonce grabs onto the tightrope. You wrap your tentacle around, you pull yourself up. Now the two of you are standing on the tightrope. The audience is sitting on the edge of their seats in anticipation, unsure of where you go next.
Janelle Monáe, give me strength.
This is going to be a little spicy. I want to lie down on the tightrope and wrap my legs in a way that secures me as best possible to said tightrope.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to wrap the tentacle around Yonce again.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're like a safety net now.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to try. And then I'm going to try and lift again.
All right.
Yonce, is that okay?
That is okay. I kind of want you just to yeet me.
I could try and yeet you. I don't know how much explosive power I have in the tentacle, but we could try.
Because I was thinking I could also use my Eldritch Blast to propel me too. Like a little light show too. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I'm in light show, sure.
All right. So you again wrap your tentacle around Yonce's waist and you begin to lift them. Yonce, you face your hands down towards the ground and you let out a blast. And as you do, you propel yourself up into the air. Give me an attack roll.
Oh, Lord.
And then give me another strength check.
Mm-hmm.
I'm using both my Eldritch Blasts. Okay. One is a bear with me. One is a 25 and the other is a 17.
All right. That's great.
I rolled a raw 15 for the tentacle strength.
Raw 15. All right.
Word
So
of the
you
day is
blast yourself up, and the tentacle is supporting you as well, and you fly up into the tent's top.
The big top's top?
The big top.
Ooh.
Tip top and big top.
And you are just gracing the letter. You can grab it and pull it down. And the audience you hear is like,
For some flavor, since one of my Eldritch Blasts wasn't as strong, can that be like the spinning? I'm like spinning twirling up.
Yeah. You shoot it at an angle. And
Exactly. I'm just twirling
Yeah.
up.
So
And Ren is
yeah,
like, oh shit,
'cause you're
oh shit, oh
wrapping,
shit.
so like, and then Ren can be like wrapping around. Okay, so this is actually starting to pan out as something that looks cool.
Wow,
so the
thanks.
audience, I don't know what y'all were doing at the beginning was
It's sort of
weird.
just like it's like going on an
The
elevator.
audience was like very confused and just like very like over it until this.
I was really hoping to get some like stormy or rainy effects.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
I mean, only if you want to.
I feel like a sleet storm having a slippery surface while you're up in the air may not be great, but I will do.
Oh shit! Yeah, don't do sleet storm.
Well, I can't do things like we've discussed this before. I can't do a lot of things if I'm not outside.
Wait, I got another charge. And she just throws her hand up. So.
Butterflies.
I'm like, no.
God, I hope it's butterflies.
I'm like, no, Upri, no.
stink cloud.
I'll turn invisible.
All right, so you just turned invisible.
I'll do.
The audience's eyes are up in the sky right now, watching Yonce, and there's like some gasps, some like ooh, and then like some clapping, but it's still a little hesitant.
Okay.
But now you have the letter.
I'm gonna look down at Ren and I'm gonna be like, "You're gonna have to let me go. There, we're gonna have to really sell this."
What? What if I just like drop you, but like I keep you tied? Okay, it doesn't matter. I am going to let the tentacle go limp, as to drop Yonce, but not drop Yonce. Yeah,
All right,
as to like try and like slow her descent, or slow his descent. All
right.
Before.
so Yonce is descending back down.
Yes, letter in hand, and I am. I just like the spinning thing. I'm just spinning with the lights, with my Eldritch Blast is like twirling around in a sense, and like I'm actually getting into it. I'm like twirling with it too. I don't know how Eldritch Blast really works like that, but you know what? It's flavor. Accept
Give
it.
me a performance check.
There are gonna be so many holes in this big top. So, Eldritch Blast is flying out.
This is 2. Okay, I got a 22.
Okay, so with that, I'm going to say that you're able to control your blasts and let them out in like a more controlled situation. So they are helping propel you around. And now like the clapping is starting to like build as you land back down on the tightrope.
And as I land on the tightrope, I'm like, "Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Sweet Polly Pocky Swallow." I'm just keep going back.
Do you want?
More, give us more.
Do you want to dive? Do you want to dive, Yonce?
Yes, I do. And as I'm doing that, I'm like, they want more. I'm gonna show them more. So I'm gonna look at him like, hold, like, give me some support with your tentacle as I like take off my pants. So I'm just in like my briefs.
Wow.
And I'm fully like, I just let it drop.
Yeah, I'm gonna lift Yonce ever so slightly so that he looks like he's just like floating on top of the tightrope as opposed to on the tightrope. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you give like a sort of like
Ethereal
pose.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how about this? You said you wanted a show. Here's a show. And as I shake all the body.
Woo! Woo! Take it off!
Now a burlesque.
Now it's a burlesque. Sorry. And well, this is the part where I have now I don't know what to
Are you
do.
actually going to dive off of the tightrope?
Yes.
It's sort of like a bungee jump situation.
Yes. I'm like, for my final trick, my lovely assistant, because now I'm a musician.
That's me now.
Magician. My assistant is going to let me go, and I will dive gracefully back into my clothing. So my
Is there
Oh,
modern
oh,
clothing?
Oh, I got this. You just see your clothing magically rise on the floor because I'm invisible on the stage. So I'm just like holding it for you to jump into.
It's just a pair of pants.
It's just a pair of pants.
Gorgeous.
well, it's a jumpsuit. So once it just we'll figure it out.
Okay.
It's movie magic.
It's floating.
So
it's
you're
ready.
floating. It's right underneath. Yonce is like preparing themselves. to do this jump, doing a lot more posing in order to like rile up the audience. You see that they're like really, their eyes are like wide as they're like watching with so much anticipation. Now you finally have drawn them into this act.
Can I cast False Life? Because does that like produce like a little like aurora around me?
Not necessarily.
Can I do minor illusion to do that?
Yes, you can use minor illusion to do that.
All
Starts
right.
to glow.
I just start to glow.
Yeah.
So you're so angelic right now. You're like floating across this tightrope with a tentacle around your waist. And you begin glowing and like, is it just like a...
It's sort of like it's a dull shimmer. It's sort of like it's like a full body halo.
Full body halo. You are so angelic right now, and the audience is waiting. And again, you hear the drum going.
And I look at Ren and I just give them a nod as just a signal to let me go.
I mean, I'm not gonna fully let you go, but I will lift you up and like spin you in a way, and then like send you down. I'm gonna keep wrapped around you though, so you don't take so much fall damage because it's gonna hurt.
If
it's less than 20 feet, like you could let them go, because since they've been,
It's a 50-foot drop.
well, you can release them after 30
Oh
feet
yeah.
down.
Okay, that's fair. I will get you close to the ground and then drop you into your pants. Yes.
Yes. But make it look dramatic.
Oh yeah, I'll spin you and like the tentacle will like swirl and.
And I'm moving my head like so I look like Sailor Moon during the transformation.
All right. So I'm going to need, because this is a very precise
Yes.
show. So I'm going to need attack roll from Ren
From the tendril.
and an acrobatics from Yonce.
It's a 26.
26.
You have advantage on this check.
Perfect. Well, one's a nat 20, so that's a 23.
Hell yeah.
Beautiful. So you're like riling up the audience. They're like so ready for what you're about to do. They're like on the edge of their seats. Their eyes are wide. The drum is going. And everyone, it's like the whole tent takes a collective breath as you press down on the tightrope and propel yourself up into the air, into a dive. The tentacle is wrapped around you, spins you around,
Hope you don't get motion sick.
flings you towards your
Pants.
your jumpsuit, and then releases you right into them.
And as I'm falling, I'm still singing, "Sweet Polly Plunkett saw her life pass, pull down the city road crying, whip. I am a lass, will lass has a lad, will lass has a lass, has another lad, whip. Who once I wicka 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 whip had." And then I land into my pants.
And as you do your final like pose, the crowd erupts into laughter, screaming,
Laughter?
clapping.
Serious.
Yeah! Fuck yeah! Yeah!
Ren will just sit up on the tightrope and wave. Assistant. Oh God, I'm getting caught.
It's a tentacle of your own.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So as you do so, the ringleader now emerges from backstage through the curtains again and goes, "Well, I hope you enjoyed our show, ladies and gentlemen. That is a wrap."
I look at Ren being like, "We're going to get you down from there somehow."
It's a ladder somewhere.
I still got my tentacle.
Oh, you can
I'll
use a
lower
tentacle.
I'll
Okay.
just lower myself
Never mind.
down.
Then I'm just enjoying the
Dramatically,
attention.
you know, like Jesus descending, arms out.
Nice.
Just kidding. Not quite Jesus, but.
You could do that thing that acrobats do where they wrap around and they just do like the somersault down.
Oh yeah, hell yeah! I'm gonna do some aerialist shit and just like spin down, and then probably vomit when I reach the ground.
Woo! Woo!
Sorry, I didn't want to take the spotlight.
And you
like, it's
guys
too late.
get a standing ovation from the audience as they like are throwing popcorn, cotton candy in the air. They're clapping. They're all riled up. And the ringleader turns to the four of you and goes, "Good job.
They're still
I
invisible.
knew you could do it. What a show."
I'm going to look at the ringleader and be like, give me one reason why I don't Eldritch Blast your ass to hell.
Because what would it achieve, Yonce? I'm just a puppet. And they fall limp.
Well,
As I'm putting back on the rest of my jumpsuit, I'm like, that was a lot, but we have it.
Good job. You have got quite the abilities, Yonce.
There's a lot you don't know about me. As I put the letter in my satchel that I'm retconning that I have. No, I have one. I've had one the entire time.
Sure.
Y'all just didn't know about it. I just put it in there. I'm like, Upri, where are you?
Oh, I'm right here.
Oh, you were the one that was holding up the pants.
Oh, yeah. You thought Jan could do that?
They're a warlock. They probably have some things I didn't know. I didn't know they had a satchel for so long, so hey.
Oh, I mean, that's fair. That's fair. How do I turn this off?
I think it's a time
no
thing,
idea.
so like give it
Oh.
an hour.
Okay.
I'm going to try and eject the tendril from me.
Ugh.
Okay, good. We're good. We're fine. It just falls off.
All right. The tendril just falls off.
Yeah.
Fries up.
I take it off and toss it aside.
Can't we wrap it onto Upri as a way to know where they are at all times for the next hour?
Come on.
No, I think this could come in handy.
Yeah, you could sneak around.
Okay, I guess so. I put the letter away, and I'm like, we're still missing one momentum then. We have 4, we just need one more. We have 5, and we need one more. I forget the number, girl math.
We have 5.
There are 5. We have 4 of the 5.
There's one more. You have something for Nim, Meredith, Senan, Alton.
So who's the last one?
You haven't seen anything related to Varn yet.
Varn.
Well, what did Varn do? What would we...
Varn's a sweetie pie.
Varn is pretty sweet. I mean, what do you... I try to look at Upri, and I'm like, what momentum did they have? What momentum of theirs did you have?
Gosh, I don't know what it could be.
Do you have any fond memories of them?
I mean, loads. I mean, we spend a lot of time out in the forest filling up their plant catalog. They're really big into herbalism. They taught me everything I know.
Oh, plant. Okay. I mean, plant a catalog. That could be a thing.
Oh, yeah. It was a present, actually. I made the journal myself with the skins that I took from animals I hunted.
Okay. A leather catalog. Yonce, anything that you can think of for Varn?
It's really difficult. I mean, if I can really think of... Well... and I laugh. There is one instance where there was a time where Varn wasn't showering, and I thought it would be smart to use a spell to make them smell good, and I ended up turning them into kind of a donkey hybrid with donkey ears and a tail, and I still have some of the tufts of I still have the tail because it fell off, just like the tentacle.
What?
So a donkey tail. An actual donkey tail?
Well, a Varn tail, I guess.
Okay.
So it could be either a scrapbook or a tail.
Both would probably stick out, I'd imagine.
Yeah, okay.
I want to get out of this big top before...
Yeah. Have we looked at all of the game stands already?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, so you had pretty much scoured the gaming area trying to find something before you felt yourselves drawn to the big top.
Let's get out of this big top before it gets
Yeah.
mad.
So
Yeah, what else would there be? Was there any other parts of the circus that we haven't been to yet?
there's a Ferris
Plenty.
wheel.
Oh, right, the
Yeah.
rides.
There's rides. There's other tents.
Oh.
Oh.
I mean, there's so much more that you have not yet explored.
Do we split up?
This is not Scooby-Doo.
Maybe in pairs?
Yeah.
Or we could just go together. I guess that's fine too.
We could probably just do it in a group. I don't think there's a time limit per se. But maybe one of the tents, because I doubt it would be just on a ride somewhere. Just like hanging out in the middle of a Ferris wheel in one of the buckets or on a roller coaster.
Maybe it's just like there with no difficulties or no challenges, just sitting there.
I think that'll be the case.
Like a lost and
I hope
found.
so.
Is,
a lost and found, actually.
do we see a petting zoo anywhere?
Ooh.
Or like
There is a petting zoo area.
great.
It's right next to the freak show.
All right. I think we should well, I mean, I kind of want to go see the freak show. But like petting zoo, maybe one of the donkey tails is the donkey tail.
Oh, that's a good point.
Or if there's a donkey in the freak show that has two tails.
Yeah, I think that's actually more likely. We should definitely do the freak show first.
Yeah, we'll do the freak show first.
Yeah.
It'll be fine, right?
All right. So you are, I mean, as you've exited the big top, you see one of those like placards where they show like the carnival maps, and you start going over the map being like, oh yeah, there's the Ferris wheel, there's all of the roller coasters in this area, ooh, there's a fortune teller, a freak show, that's weird, we haven't seen one of those in a while. I thought we were done with that. Petting zoo, all sorts of things. So you're able to make your way there pretty easily with the help of a map. And as you enter this section of the carnival, you see another like archway over this like alley of cages. And it just says freak show. And you make your way underneath the archway, and this corner of the carnival is oddly dark.
Uh-oh.
There's a couple torches at the far end that flicker, casting long shadows on the bars of the cages. But everything seems almost abandoned.
Oh, this shit's closed.
Is there like any ropes or anything keeping us from going in?
No. And as you're, like, making your way closer to the cages, your eyes begin to adjust to the dim light, and you do start to notice some movements in the back of the cages.
Here,
The
freaky
cats.
freak.
No, they may be freaks, but they're probably still human. They still have...
Puppets?
Oh, yeah, they are probably puppets.
With souls.
Oh, that's true. They are puppets with souls. Well, I guess we go in and see.
Yeah. Should we grab a torch?
Oh, yeah, if you got him. I'm not going to be able to see nothing.
Yeah, that's true. Most of us have dark vision. Besides you.
Besides me.
Yeah, I pull, because you said there were torches in this alley. I pull one off the sconce.
All right. So you pull a torch off the sconce and you approach one of the closer cages and you lift your torchlight up towards a figure in the back. And as you lift the light to it, you start to notice its lumpy, wet form. It resembles something of a shark, but its form is all wrong. It's tumorous and viscous. A black slime oozes off of its body and forms a puddle on the floor of the cage. You've come across these creatures before. In Harrow.
This is a slime
it's
monster.
an abomination.
Yeah.
One of the transformed abominations. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is. Just another reminder of exactly where you are and exactly what you are dealing with.
Well, this was fun. Let's go to the petting zoo.
Yeah.
Well, you don't want to go in this tent?
What? There's a tent?
Yeah, the creature's in a tent, right? It's got its own tent.
No, it's just like
just
an
a
open
alley.
air
Oh.
alley of cages. Yeah.
I'm good.
Walk
I mean-
through.
We could.
It feels like, based on what you've described with the director, it does feel like this would be the place to look.
Maybe we
Really? Everything else has been so non-hostile.
I guess that's true.
Yeah, we can swing back here if we don't bear any fruit in the petting zoo.
This to me seems like we're kind of poking behind the curtain, and I don't like that. And I'm sure he don't either.
Okay. We can try the petting zoo. We'll slowly back away.
What do you think, Jan?
Knowing the director, I feel as though it feels like let's just go to the petting zoo. It feels safer there.
That's what I think too.
Sounds good. Off to the petting zoo. We'll just ignore this little bit.
For now.
For now.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm sure they have a part to play.
I'm sure.
So you back away from the aberrant form in the cage, and you make your way back to the main section of the carnival. Just a little ways down is the petting zoo, and you can smell it as you approach. The scent of animals becomes more potent as you approach.
PU.
But before you arrive, Upri, out of the corner of your eye, you see blue and a glint of jewels. And as you whip your head around, you see a doll in the form of Meredith hanging just next to a corner of a stall before it's pulled away.
And I'll point. But I'm invisible.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, I just saw Mare. Did no one else see that?
I don't know what I'm looking for, so.
Lead the way.
I don't know. I think it's another trick. I mean, the last one we went to No Land.
I think if we now that we know the rules not to disturb.
To smash everything.
Yeah.
She was on a string like a puppet. It almost feels like he's dangling them in front of us,
Ooh. that's a
Was
good
it-
metaphor.
like a carrot on a stick.
Yeah.
Was it her or was it a puppet version of her?
It was a puppet version of her.
Oh.
How big are these puppet versions? Are they like marionette size or are they like full human
They're
size?
full human sized.
Okay.
Yeah, they're pretty big.
Which you're still carrying on your back.
No, I thought
The versions that Upri are carrying are slightly smaller.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
But they're still fairly large.
Well, we should
This
try
one
to,
was Meredith's height.
Oh no! I mean, if the other ones have souls, then I suppose we could hypothesize they.
I'm sorry, what?
I think she meant hypothesize.
Hypothesize
Mm-hmm.
that it could be them.
like they've been magicked into doll form.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to walk over to where I saw the puppet of Mayor
All right.
cautiously.
So you slowly make your way over to the corner of the tent that you saw the Meredith puppet hanging. And you peek around the corner and you just see more people kind of going back and forth between various tents in this region. And the smell of incense is hitting your nose. But you don't see Meredith, or at least not the puppet.
All right, let's go find a donkey tail.
Yeah. It seems like director's toying with us.
Yeah.
I'm kind of lost. Why are we collecting these mementos again? Is there a defined way? Like, was it just because you noticed Senen's headband and you're like, oh well, maybe there's other things, or did you get like, I'm trying to figure out the end goal of collecting these things.
From what I remember, it's just we see they're out of place.
Oh,
They're out of place in this circus, like the headband and
the letter and the spoon.
exactly.
Seems very intentional. And if we're playing a game, which it does seem like we're playing,
We're
the
playing our
director's
parts.
game.
Yeah.
We're putting on a show.
Yeah, we need to play our parts, and I think feels like our parts are to collect these
Okay.
mementos. We're gonna find out, though. I'm sure.
To the donkeys.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, what's going on over there behind that then there thing?
All right. So you shrug your shoulders, guessing that this is just another ploy of the director, and you continue on your search towards the petting zoo. As you arrive in the petting zoo, you can hear the baas of goats, the honking of ducks. Honking?
Honk,
Honk.
honking,
The honking of goats.
Sorry.
Oinks of pigs, the neighs of horses, and as you begin to walk around, you notice that they are all wooden. On a platform with wheels. You can hear the
Lord Jesus
creaking
Christ.
of the wheels as they kind of rock back and forth, almost as if they are on a track that keeps them moving in some sort of pattern.
Well, let's go see if we can find a donkey, or at least a donkey's tail.
Give me an investigation check, everybody.
I can do that. Oh no, I rolled a nat 1. That's 14.
I rolled a nat 20, so 24.
I got 16.
17.
All right. So you start making your way around the pens, and this kind of is scattered about on the fringe of the carnival. You see lots of children puppets running around. They're bouncing up and down on their invisible strings. And Yonce, you make your way to the donkey pen. And you do see this one donkey that has kind of these floppy long ears, a long face, and a pinned on tail.
I'm gonna yell, guys! And as I'm like, come here! And as
Scurry over.
but as I'm doing that, I'm jumping over the fence.
All right. So you jump on over the fence, and that is where we're going to take a little break.
Oh. You're going to get
Everyone.
slurped up into the sky again.
So we are going to take a little break. We'll be back
Hopefully
in
by the big
5 to 10 minutes to find out if this is the correct tale.
Sweeney Todd. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm done. I promise.
All right. So we will be right back, everyone. All right. So just before break, we were hopping a fence and going after a donkey's tail. Not just any donkey, a wooden donkey with a pinned-on tail, almost like Eeyore.
Oh,
So you've called out to the rest of the group, and they are making their way on over. As you begin to approach the wooden donkey, it pauses in its pattern and it starts to back away from you.
I stop running and I'm like, it's okay. It's okay. And I don't have any food on me. Damn. Never mind. I just say, it's okay. It's okay. I'm not here to hurt you.
Give me an animal handling check.
Wooden animal handling check.
That's a 19. Like rolling good.
Nice.
I don't know why I didn't think they'd be alive, but it makes sense. I don't like it. I don't want to be here anymore.
You wanted animals, so we're getting animals.
I asked for none of this. Thank you.
So you stop your approach. You calm down a little bit, and you look them in the eyes. And you start to approach a little bit more confidently but slowly, putting out your hand for it to smell you first. And then you see it starts to roll itself towards your hand.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm not here to hurt you. It's okay. It's okay. I'm just saying that.
It lets out a little whinny.
Something like that.
But
Yeah.
you can't see my eyes. What I just said. I'm like,
A whinny.
I thought donkeys bray.
Donkeys are.
They have a whinny and a bray.
Yeah.
Sorry, suspension of disbelief. Sorry, continue.
Okay. Anyways. And it approaches you.
That's a good them. And I start petting it, and I'm like, as I'm petting it, this sounds so creepy and gross. I'm like petting slowly, but I'm slowly working my way down to the tail. Just to see, like, that's what I said. It was
Yeah.
going to sound creepy, but you know what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you start, you're taking your hand, kind of stroking
I don't
its
like
back,
this anymore.
giving it a little pat.
Closer to the ass.
It starts to like press into you. It leans up against your hip.
Well, the last person I have touched was definitely an ass.
Ba-ding. And you slowly are making your way to try to grab at that tail. Everyone else is arriving at this point. Would you like to give me a dexterity check?
Me?
Yep.
How long is the kitten thing?
I think it's a concentration thing. I think it's less than an hour. I think I cast another concentration spell since then.
Well, I got an 11.
All right. So you're just like trying to like covertly make your way down to the tail, and you go for the grab, and as you like pull your hand back to reach for it, the donkey rears up back a little bit, lets out a snort and pulls away, just fast enough for you to miss grabbing its tail. It quickly wheels itself backwards into the back corner of the pen.
Has my group arrived yet?
Yeah, they are all here.
We're chilling.
Are there any fake food dispensers like at petting zoos that you?
You have seen one of those.
Cool.
Yeah,
I have a
yeah.
handful of that.
All right. So
I'll divvy it up.
Some floating pellets.
Yeah. What
they're
are they?
like
Plastic?
Yeah, they're like wooden. They're like
Okay.
little wooden chips. So now you have those, and you offer them over to the donkey.
Here, donkey.
Don't get Kong. Sorry.
It
Oh my god, you just see pellets floating because I'm still invisible.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
So you just are like, these pellets are floating, and I'm gonna give you animal handling with advantage.
Because there's no scary person behind though.
I like how you were like, how am I going to roll the die? It's fake pellets.
17.
All right. So you hold out your hand of these wooden pellets towards it, and it starts to come towards you. Yonce, you're like in the pen as well. And what would you like to do, Opry?
Oh, go ahead.
As it's eating the pellets, I want to like lower them onto the ground and then just try to get behind it while I'm invisible. And I guess grab the tail and pull.
All right. So you place it on the ground. Its head notches down, and you just hear the crunching noises, but it's really just its face is pressing into the pellets. And you start to make your way around. Give me a stealth check.
And as you're doing that, I'm going to be in front of the... Should they get advantage since they're visible still?
Yes.
As you're doing that, I'm going to like continue petting the donkey, being like, it's okay.
14.
14. Yeah. So you make your way around to the back of the donkey, and you reach your hand out towards its tail.
Does it look removable?
It has like a nail.
Oh,
Pins it into the back
perfect.
of the donkey.
A yoink.
Okay. You grab it and you rip it off the donkey. It lets out a
Oh
loud
no.
squeal as you rip its tail off.
It's okay. It's okay.
And I'm going to have Yonce make a deck save.
Oh no.
Of course, my ass would be the one.
As it rears up its hooves in the air, and then it's going to bolt
I got a 6.
towards the other end of the pen, clocking Yonce for 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
And I believe I'm not invisible anymore because that was an attack.
I don't know how it works for you.
Which I just cast invisibility on myself, so it's normal invisibility.
Ah, okay.
So I believe when you attack or interact with
Then
something...
yeah, so then you pop out. You have the tail in hand now. And it looks like Varn's tail, you think? Like it's...
Upri just is holding it out.
I run.
Someone come get it, please.
Yonce runs and grabs it, and I inspect it, and I notice that there's a little green, like, line from like the tuft going halfway up, which is how I know that it's Varn's tail. Yeah, I have story. So that's what happened.
Perfect.
And I hug it and I put it in my satchel that's always been there since season 1.
I'm going to wave you both out of the pen before we get slurped up into the sky again.
It's a pet in zoo.
Supposed to pet.
You're supposed to go in the pen, though, or take its tail.
They come to the fence and you feed them through there.
Well, welcome to Shadows of Prophecy.
Wow, y'all been to much safer petting zoos as kids than than I have.
I've never been to one.
They're okay.
They're great.
My mom always said, side note, my mom was like, this seems like forced labor, so that's why I never went. Continue.
All right. What an interesting story.
It's true, though.
So, you now have the final memento. You've collected them all. Yippee. As you hold the tail in your hand, you hear a little, like, kazoo noise, and confetti starts to fall from the sky. And then you see balloons start to float out from behind the pens up into the air, and you see this, like, colorful array of balloons and confetti.
Upri just has an absolute look of horror on her face. just like is just so disturbed by
What are
all
those
of this.
floating things?
These are pretty typical for petting zoos. They're balloons.
I mean, I ain't never seen
What
him
is
out of
this
this
weird
dimension
technology?
either. Yeah.
It's like an inflatable skin.
What?
They put them on strings. Yeah.
How do they float? Is it magic?
There's a yeah. It's the magic of science. It's a gas that's lighter than air.
How do you harvest said gas?
Usually involves mining. You're able to. There's some naturally occurring on Earth, but sometimes you create it using science.
Wow. I thought I was well studied.
Yeah,
But-
I mean, if it's hydrogen, it could also just be separated water molecules
Yeah.
through electrolysis.
What does that want to?
No, I only know this because the director's a big fan of balloons, and I asked similar questions when I first saw them.
They're really big on hydrogen cars.
Yeah,
What happens next?
So you're kind of standing around a little confused as why there was just some like little celebration happening. And that's when Upri, you see Varn, the puppet of Varn, hanging from the archway at the entrance of the petting zoo.
please tell me someone else sees that. I'll point.
Do we all see it?
And then you see, yes, you do. And then you see Meredith's puppet drops down.
Oh no!
And then Nim.
Like a gallows.
And then Alton. And then Senan. And they all swing back and forth from the archway on their little strings, their hands up in the air, dangling back and forth.
I don't like this.
Feels like an invitation.
I'll walk forward.
As you begin to
Cautiously.
walk forward, you see they start to glide away from you.
I stop walking forward.
I think
And
we
they
need
continue to
follow
glide
them.
down towards the core of the carnival.
The big top.
Towards the big top, which is on the other end of the carnival from where you are
Oh,
now.
we're definitely
okay.
following.
Yeah, we gotta follow
All right.
them.
Start jogging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So as you start running after them, they begin to pick up pace as well. Kind of
Like a carrot on the end of a
like a
stick.
carrot on the end of a stick. Just guiding you off in a direction past stalls and games and roller coasters, laughing children, cotton candy barkers, and the joyous stuff. I don't know. My brain just shut off.
Not a sponsor.
The joys of the carnival. And as you're running past it, now you're all running, bumping into people, pushing past, and the crowds almost start to feel like they are converging on the path in front of you as it's getting more and more crowded, and you start bumping into people, and you're like starting to get frantic, and they're going further and further and further out of reach, and you're losing pace with them. Until you notice at the end of this current hallway a gorgeously bright sign on the top of a building that says Hall of Mirrors.
No.
You can hear music emanating from within,
This is so-
and that is the last place you see the puppets glide into that tunnel when you lose sight of them.
Kai would know not to do run into it, but I think Yonce, just seeing that their family went in there, just runs in, being like, "Come on, guys, let's go.
Yeah.
We're so close."
Yeah.
Dash on in.
Yeah, we go.
All right.
Are you following up, Bree?
Yes.
So
but
you
yeah.
run on into the Hall of Mirrors, and The four of you find yourself in a small little entrance vestibule where there are 4 pathways to go.
Should we all stick on 1, 2, and 2?
There are mirrors around the perimeter of the room, all at slightly different angles, obscuring your line of sight around any corner. But you do see the reflection of the puppets over to your left.
Follow the reflections.
Yeah, Upri is just like, okay, if they're on the left, I'll go right. And she'll just start running right. Because she thinks that's how mirrors work.
Not totally incorrect.
Yeah.
All right. So you pick, do you want to go, so there were 4 different pathways. They were over on the left in between the 2 leftmost pathways. You saw them reflecting on some of the mirrors there.
So there's center left, and then there's left, and there's center right, and right.
Correct.
All right.
Which pathway do you
I'll go
take?
center right. 'Cause
Center right. Okay.
reflections.
So you start running down that pathway. What is everybody else doing?
Should we stick together? Or?
I'm gonna run center left.
I'll go center left as well.
All right. So
I'll follow
and Sal
Upri.
go center left, and Upri and Ren go center right. And you start running. As you're running down these pathways, you notice that the reflections of the puppets are becoming less and less. They're becoming a little bit more angled away from you. That is until they start to move. And you start to see they disappear from view, and then you see a single puppet appear in some of the mirrors. Because we're splitting the party, I'm going to start with Yonce and Salvador. So you see Meredith, and you see that she's dangling on her strings in all of these different angles of mirrors. Give me a perception check.
Ooh. It's a 24.
Damn.
Sal perceives.
It's a 5.
Yonsei does not.
All right.
Mirrors.
So, Salvador, you perceive that over in the direction of where you see this, like, slew of Meredith reflections, there is, like, one mirror was slightly obscuring your pathway from the angle that you're currently standing, but you do notice, based on the configuration of the mirrors, that there is a pathway that continues behind that mirror, that you think that the Meredith doll might be down.
Okay. As we had been running through this path, I'd pulled out my battle axe, so I'm casually scraping the mirrors as we pass.
Awful noises.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I put I whispered to Yonce, I think we should go this way. Behind this mirror.
As I'm not perceiving, I'm like, huh? I just look around. I'm like, oh, okay. And I just follow you.
Is this hall silent, or is there music playing?
Oh, no, don't ask
There
that
is
question.
music playing all around this labyrinth of mirrors.
I am going to hold on to Sal's, like, waist or, like, shirt tuck.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted, buddy. We know your type, Madeline Purdue.
It is not. No, I have a younger, hotter version.
Two might.
Who's currently spliced with another human.
Yeah.
And the music is kind of like shimmery, kind of ethereal sounding. I mean, it's very much on brand with a Hall of Mirrors, where it's like almost mystical.
Harps.
Sorry.
Yeah, harps, and like there's that kind of like chime that if
No
you drag your hands
Calliopes?
across the chime. You can still hear the sound of the Calliope, out of the Hall of Mirrors
asshole.
entrance.
That
But
forever
it's
haunts
very
my dreams.
muffled at this point.
Yeah.
It's kind of overwhelmed by the sounds coming from the Hall of Mirrors itself. And so you start dragging Yonce down this pathway. You slip around the mirror, and you are following the kind of swaying images of Meredith. You start to see, you've entered a section of the Hall of Mirrors where they have all the fun mirrors, the ones that distort your height and width and make you look all wavy. And it's starting to make the image harder to follow. And that is when you also see the puppet of Senin kind of slide into view.
I think this is one of the most. I'm going to run after Sinan. And then I'm just gonna book it that way.
All right.
Is there a path that splits? Is that like Meredith and Juan?
So right now they are both. It's hard to wayfind in here, but they both do seem to be on mirrors next to each other.
Oh,
So
yeah.
they are like in the same area that's being reflected back. But as you start running, they start moving on different mirrors, and you start to see that they're like crisscrossing and bouncing back and forth between mirrors down this hallway that you are running.
Yeah.
And then you find yourself at an intersection where they split.
Who do you think, Yonce?
I'm gonna go out the mayor. No, I'm gonna go out the Sen.
Okay. And I follow. Continuing to drag
right.
my axe along the mirrors.
So you are going to go after Senin.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. That sounds real confident.
I don't know. I have a closer relation to Meredith based on the season, but you know what? I feel like since I saw Senin, the person I saw recent was Senin, I'm just my laser focus on Senin.
Is Senin the fighter? The one that you were sparring with? Okay.
So you begin to make your way towards Senin, and that's when the voice of the director starts to echo through this chamber. Ha, Yonce. Isn't this fun?
You ratchet bitch. I don't know why I said
I love your enthusiasm.
Give me back my family.
I can comply with that. But I would like to test something first.
I already got naked for you. Did you not see my bubble butt?
I want to know exactly how far you'll go.
As far as Hercules. Sorry, I'm doing a lot of references. Continue.
Yonce can go the distance.
That's what I meant to say.
What is your family worth to you, Yonce?
They're worth more than anything in the world, with the exception of Bree. They're worth more than my group, with the exception of Upri.
God damn.
Ouch. That's fair, though. That's fair. Yeah.
We'll see. And then the voice stops talking to you. You see the image of Senin start to speed off, ricocheting back and forth down this hallway. And then you think you catch a direct glimpse of them.
I'm going to run after that. And as I'm doing that, because I do actually have weapons, I just don't use them. I'm going to pull out my daggers and I'm going to start stabbing mirrors as I run. So essentially what Sal was doing, but more extreme. I'm breaking these shits.
All right. So we are going to pivot to the other group. You've gone down. Do you say right or left? Right.
Center right.
Center right.
Center right. So you go down this pathway for a while, and it definitely was not the direction that Meredith's puppet was. However, as you continue down for a while, you see a small little image in one of the mirrors, Upri. And as you keep going down, it starts to grow, and you realize that it is Alton's puppet. Just dangling,
Just vibing.
just vibing.
Well, let's run after it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna follow Upri.
All right. So you follow Upri as she takes off down this hall towards Alton. And you reach an intersection. And down to the left, you see Varn. But Alton is still forward.
Let's play an Upri.
We gotta split up. You go for Alton, I'll go for Varn.
All right, which one's that?
That one's Alton, that
Okay.
one's Varn.
I'll dash after Alden.
I'll go left towards Varn. I'm coming, baby bro.
All right. So you start chasing towards Alton and Varn. You said Alton?
I'm taking Alden.
Alton for Ren, Varn for Upri. I should write this down because I'm gonna... So Upri is going after Varn. Ren is going after Alton. And then both Sal and Yonce are going after Senin.
Yeah.
I feel bad. No one's going out the mayor.
Nobody is going after Meredith.
My assumption is that if we can free Senin, then we have a strong ally to free the others.
True.
All right. It's at this point that you start to hear the scraping of metal on glass, Upri and Ren.
From where?
It's hard to tell, but it seems to be beyond a wall over to your left.
That's unpleasant.
Yeah, I don't like that. We're not together though, so we're just running our own directions.
So you're chasing after Varn and Alton. Let's start with Upri. So Upri, you see Varn's puppet reflecting on all of these mirrors, and you are dipping around corners, trailing behind them, and you feel like you're getting closer as their image is getting bigger. And that is when you hear the director's voice. Oh, hello, Upri.
Upri just goes "Ah!" and swings at a mirror where she thinks the voice it's coming from. Swings for it.
You crash into the mirror. The glass breaks, shattering to the ground. One of the images of Varn disappears. Ah, aren't you loving my game? Isn't this fun?
So much fun.
Ha. I will break you yet, Upri. You are clinging onto something that doesn't matter. And deep down, you know that.
The puppets?
You cling to this reality, Upri. Desperately.
This one or the other one?
You chose the worst person to speak in riddles with.
Yeah.
Sometimes, Upri, you baffle me.
I mean, same dude.
Come on, good burger.
When will you learn that all of this is for nothing? You keep bashing your head into a wall over and over and over, thinking it's going to give you a different outcome. Why do you resist me so much?
Because you're a fucking asshole.
Who?
If you only knew.
Excuse me?
But none of that matters. That is what I have been trying to get through that thick skull of yours for so many years. And you still persist. You still deny me.
Oh. What do you want? Why me? Why any of this?
Some of it was just dumb luck. You were plucked from this world. A random pin in a haystack.
So I'm not special?
No.
That
You
means
are
you can
not.
go find another pin in some other haystack?
Unfortunately, I am stuck with you.
Oh.
And it would bring me so much relief if you would just comply. And I can make it worth your while.
In what way?
You seem stuck. I can release you from this. The shackles that you find yourself in.
Are these those metaphorical shackles I've heard so much about?
Metaphorical and physical. All your family has ever brought you is pain, Upri. All your friends have ever brought you is pain. All your life has ever brought you is pain.
That's not true.
Is it not?
No, there's been so much joy in between the pain. Mostly okay days, but like, that's what you aim for. Life isn't supposed to be joy 100% of the times. Happiness and sadness are relative. Without one or the other, they both lose meaning.
Then I have been failing.
All right.
Good talk.
Failing at what?
I will bring you to heal.
And I'll make you my bitch.
Ooh.
We'll see.
We will, won't we? You're here. Like here. Right?
And there is no response.
Girl.
That bitch is scared.
And you hear the crash of glass on the other side of the wall. Which is going to bring us to Ren. So, Ren, you are chasing after Alton's puppet.
Double dashing. Yeah.
You are double dashing. You're chasing.
Nerd.
You're
So
whipping back and forth as this pathway starts to hairpin through a labyrinth. And you keep reaching intersection after intersection and quickly pivoting your direction. And then you find yourself in a long hallway of flat mirrors on either side. They're no longer deflecting the image of Alton, but instead you see the physical puppet sitting at the end of the hall in front of a dark doorframe, a black abyss beyond.
I keep moving forward towards it.
You see, as you chase after it, it fades into the darkness. You pass under the threshold of the door, finding yourself in a blackened room.
Swords are out.
You pull out your swords.
Oh, just one. It's not just one sword.
Sword.
My fancy glass sword.
As the light goes on, and you see in the center of the room Alton dangling on strings. And as the light goes on, you notice something bizarre, something you couldn't really see previously in the heat of the moment. Their skin.
What about it?
Blood dripping from their wrists and down the front of their face. Their body dangling. This is not a puppet. This is Alton. Roll initiative.
Oh, great.
Every time you say Alton, I think of Good Eats.
Yeah,
Alton
it's
Brown.
like Alton Brown's just popping up.
That's a 19.
A 19. Gorgeous.
Good eats.
Cool. What would you like to do? You get to kick us off.
Oh, great. How far am I?
This room. So to describe this room, it is kind of it looks like a stage.
Mm-hmm.
So in the center of the room is Alton, and you see curtains along the side, and it's about 40 feet across, 30 feet deep. And so as you enter, you're entering about 20 feet away.
Gotcha. So I could easily make it to him. What do the strings look like? Are they metal? Are they like, how can I see anything about them?
Yeah, they seem to be a metal cord.
Okay.
A wire.
I am going to analyze Alton, and I'm going to go in for a hit, and I'm going to try and cut the string first.
All right. Make an attack.
And because I am an assassin and I go first, I get advantage on my first roll. That is a 26 to hit.
A 26 will hit.
Okay. Let's see if I can cut through the string or not. Okay. Just that. And then 2 more d6 for sneak attack. And then another one. Oh, wait, no, that's not right. Okay, that's right. That is 10 plus 6 plus 5 is 21 piercing damage. Or I'm probably more slashing, but
All right.
try and cut these cords. How did that go?
You slash at the cord and it snaps. The right hand drops to the ground.
Brilliant.
Well, to its side. But it continues to dangle, and now it begins to move. You see Alton's head lifts up, and a grin, almost a forced, frozen grin across their face. And a cloud of smoke billows from her pocket.
Oh, her. My bad.
And you see she raises into the sky and disappears. As you pace around the room looking for where she is going to come from, you see that she flies out of stage right, charging at you with a dagger.
Great.
She is going to make an attack on you. And it will be at disadvantage because of the smoke cloud.
Oh, okay.
Which doesn't really matter. She's going to land a hit on you, stabbing you in the side. I'm going to roll her 5d6 for sneak attack.
We love a rogue on rogue.
Oh, no.
Yeah. She's a halfling rogue. Good luck.
She's a
5d6?
halfling
that's level 10.
phantom.
Oh, she's gonna
rogue.
fuck
Yeah,
you
she's
up.
level 10. That makes sense. I'm not level 10 rogue, so.
So she is a halfling phantom rogue.
Ghost rogue.
So we've got 2. Plus 4 is 6. Plus 5 is 11. Plus 2 is 13. Plus 5 is 18. So you're going to take 18 plus the actual damage of the dagger.
Oh,
The dagger's only a d4.
Correct.
plus whatever her bonus is.
So it's going to be 2 plus 4 plus her proficiency is 4. So 8, 10. So 28 total?
28 total, okay.
A lot of math for 28 damage. Gotta love rogues.
Jeez.
As you, she glides into the fog of smoke that you are currently in, and you just feel the slash across your abdomen, and the shadowy figure flash past you.
What? Okay.
And then it stops in the cloud. You can kind of make out little glimpses of shadows circling you. It's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna try and find her in the darkness, and if I can, I would like to make an attack on the other arm, the other hand, the string on the other hand.
Okay. Everything is with disadvantage
Okay.
in the fog cloud.
Can I find her in the fog cloud, though?
Yeah, you can. It's just disadvantage. That's
Okay,
all
gotcha.
mechanically it does.
Okay. Shit. I rolled 2 nat 1s.
All right.
Sorry, that sucks.
So as you see their shadowy figure circling you, you start to slash out, trying to graze the cord, keeping up her left arm. But you hear your sword slashing through air. And that's when she's going to charge at you from the darkness. That's going to fail, though. So you
Alright.
both are fighting with disadvantage in this fight.
Okay.
So you hear her whip past you to your left. Your turn.
Okay. I am going to get to where I just be able to see her, but I'm going to get close enough to see her in the darkness, and I'm going to cast Meld Form on her.
All right.
What do I get?
So you cast Meld Form, and you start to feel your body stiffening. It's like plasticky.
That weird material.
Like your skin is becoming hard and like if you stay up really, really late and you feel your skin kind of zapped of all of its elasticity and it becomes almost crunchy, you feel that happen over your whole body.
Wait, is that a thing that actually happens?
Yeah.
Is what?
I feel like, is that a white thing? Because I've never experienced that.
I mean, if you're dehydrated.
Yeah, it's a very dehydrated thing where your skin, like, you lose the moisture in your skin, so it feels like
and
crunchy.
Cortisol pumping through your bloodstream.
I'm always flush with water, so
reduce the elasticity of your skin. And that is what you feel.
Okay.
Mechanically, it's going to give you 1 AC.
Okay. Is that it?
That's it.
Okay. Not my favorite, but I get advantage on everything that I've melded form with. So
All right.
it'll benefit me in a turn. Yeah, because I know them better now. That's the idea. Okay, that's my turn. I can't do anything else.
Does Ren also feel a touch of kleptomania?
The desire to steal.
I thought you already had.
All right.
I do.
Oh, fair enough.
So nothing new, really.
I'm going to roll again.
My AC is 18 now.
Your AC is 18. Okay. They are going to hit with a 23.
Heck. Okay.
Goddamn rogues.
And I am going to roll again with my sneak attack damage.
Why? Why does she get sneak attack? I don't get sneak attack.
Because you're not level 10.
Well, you get sneak attack when you already have.
When you have advantage.
Yeah, but
on
when
the
I have
attack.
advantage. Yeah. Anyways, go ahead.
There's a reason. So we've got 6 plus 6 is 12 plus 2, 14 plus 5 is 29.
Jeez.
And then we've got our D4 plus 8. Another 11.
That's 40 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the math?
Yeah.
Great. I'm almost dead.
I mean, you got a lot more health than I would have thought.
Yeah.
Great.
All right. What do you do?
Okay, I'm gonna try and cut off that the arm string, and now my advantage on her counteracts the disadvantage, right?
Correct.
Does a 25 hit?
A 25 will hit.
Okay,
yes.
I don't get my sneak attack.
No.
But that's still good damage. That is still 17 piercing damage.
17 piercing damage. All right. You hear the cord snap.
Nice. Okay, great. So hopefully she can't wield a dagger. It's the goal.
But you still see the outline of her shadowy figure in the cloud,
Right.
whipping back and forth, kind of stalking you on the fringe of the cloud.
I hate it here. Okay, do I have any bonus actions that I can do? Not really. Oh, I'll bonus action hide. What am I doing? I want to get low in the cloud and try and hide.
Okay, that's what she was doing. And that's why she was getting stoned.
Gotcha.
That's why she's getting advantage.
I didn't figure that out.
So yeah, give me that stealth.
2 rogues hiding.
That's a 21.
A 21. All right.
I just picture a Naruto fight, basically.
Okay. She is going to have to make a perception check in order to find you now.
Bring it.
Probably don't talk, saying bring it.
Sorry, yeah. Internally, bring it.
All right. So
Yeah, you're hiding.
So are you hiding in the fog cloud or are you leaving to the...
In the fog cloud. I want to get, really low.
All right.
And close to the ground. Not like laying down, like so I can still spring about if I need to.
So you crouch into the fog cloud and you begin to walk very quietly.
Stay still and listen. That's what I want to do.
Stay still and listen? Okay.
Yeah.
And you can hear the little pads of her feet circling the room.
I want to hold until she's close enough for me to cut the last string, the head string.
Come out, come out.
Sorry.
No.
Little friend.
I'm gonna pop a healing potion too while I'm waiting. While I'm sitting there, just be like, quietly drink a potion. What is a regular healing potion? What is that?
It's a 2D...
2d4 plus 4?
Yeah, 2d4 plus 4.
Is that right?
I think so.
Do you know off the top of your head?
Or maybe it's 2d4 plus 2.
I think it's plus
Regular
2.
is 2d4 plus 2.
Gotcha.
Okay. 2d4. Hey, that's not bad. That's 8 hit points.
All right. So you get back 8 hit points as you hear wind overhead, just like whipping past you. And then you hear her voice now above in the rafters of the room. Little wren, where are you, little mouse?
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm still waiting.
You hear she drops down to the ground. Oops. I need to roll that dice. Little wren, come out, come out.
Can I tell where she is based on based on her voice?
Yeah.
So she's still circling the outside of the cloud.
So she is on stage right on the outside of the cloud at this point, and then you hear as she's calling, her voice is coming towards you.
Great.
Little wren.
The goal is to burst out, like, when she's close enough and just, like, really quickly cut that cord and end this nonsense. I cannot take another hit from her in no way, shape, or form.
All right. You hear the footsteps approaching you in the cloud. And then you start to see the outline of her figure.
I pounce then. If I can see the outline of her figure, I imagine she's close enough to hit.
All right. Make an attack roll.
Do I get advantage because I'm hidden?
Yes.
Okay. Does a 23 hit?
A 23 will hit.
Great. And I do get my sneak attack because I had advantage.
Did you analyze?
I've been analyzing. So that is a total of 6 plus 8. 8 plus 11 is 19 damage.
19 damage?
Yeah. I like
All
to think
right.
that I just, like, jump up straight into the air. You know, like, one of those, like, I'm trying to think of, you know those animes where they, like, jump straight out of, like, a cloud or something and just go, just, like, a really quick
Yeah.
slice.
So you jump forward, slice at the cord that her head is attached to.
Mm-hmm.
You hear the metal snap, and then her body crashes to the ground.
I'll try and catch her, but we'll see. If it doesn't happen.
You better
it's
catch her.
All right. Give me a dexterity save to try to do that.
Okay. I rolled that's a nat 19, so that is a 25.
All right. So as you hear the snap of the metal, you take your left arm and you cradle her body, softening the collapse. And she is limp in your arms.
I'm going to immediately do a medicine check, if that's okay, to see what her status is.
Give me a medicine check.
Is she dying?
And
does she need help?
You see a smoky bottle attached to her hip. The fog cloud is still out.
That's fine. I don't much care about that. That's a 24.
All right. You notice that she is still alive, but almost in a sort of stasis.
Okay.
Not breathing per se, but you do feel a heartbeat.
Okay. I will do what I can to like patch up her like string wounds. That's so gross.
Yeah.
And stabilize her if that's something that I can do.
All right. So you begin to tend to her wounds, and we'll leave you with that as you are caring for Alton. Who wants to go next?
You get to choose.
I feel like... Sure.
All right, so we are going to go to Yonce and Salvador, who are currently chasing after Senin. And it's going to be a very similar story. You run through intersection after intersection, turn after turn, chasing after the elusive image of Senin, the astral self monk goblin.
Oh, he's a goblin. I didn't know.
So Senin's short stature, always out of reach until you find yourself at the end of a long, narrow hall of mirrors, their body dangling at the other end, in front of a dark doorway.
I gasp and say, "Oh my god, I'm here for you." And I run up to them.
All right. So as you run down the hallway, you see that their figure fades into the blackness behind them. You pass the threshold of the room and find yourself in a very, very dark space. Salvador, have you been following?
Yeah, I've been following.
Okay.
I haven't run behind Yonce, but I'm still in the antechamber.
All right. So you're outside of the dark room?
I'll follow in, yeah.
Okay, you follow into the room. All right. So as the two of you enter into this dark room, it's quiet. And you peer into the darkness as again the lights go on, and you see Senin's body dangling in the middle of a stage. Roll initiative.
Do we see the same bloody, bleeding?
Yes. It is at this moment that you realize that this is not a puppet of Senin, but their actual body tied to these cords, dangling from these cords by their wrists, their knees, and the top of their head.
So there's 5 in total.
Oh, cool.
I got a 15.
I got a 18.
There are 2 of you, so it feels
Equal.
fair.
Yeah.
Right. 18 will go first.
Great. I see one of the cords on his ankles, so I'm going to try to dash at it with my battle axe and try to sever it.
All right. So you dash forward.
That's a 21 to hit.
A 21 will do it.
Perfecto. And I'm going to use Divine Strike to be able to roll some thunder damage as well. That's going to be a total of 10 damage. So 5 slashing and... Or 6 slashing and 4 thunder damage.
Gorgeous.
And, yep.
All right. So you slash at them, You cut across the cord and you hear the twinging of the metal as it begins to fray but does not snap. Yonce.
I am going to... This seems like a bad idea because if I use both... I want to use my Eldritch Blast on both the ones on his arms. But I'm nervous that if they let go, they'll just be dangling from their head. I don't... suspension of disbelief. I'm going to go for the arms.
It's a fair. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
It's
a fair concern.
Yeah. How is the rope on their head? Like...
It's like drilled into the top of their skull. And you see the blood kind of crusted over that had been dripping down their forehead.
All right, I want to aim for the... I'm thinking about ways so it doesn't hurt, but maybe I'm just thinking too much about this. But I'm going to use both my Eldritch Blast. I'm going to use one on the head and one on the left arm.
All right, make attack rolls.
One is a 23 and the other is a 24.
All right, both will hit.
Where are my D10s? One will be for 9, and then the other will be for 7. So the one at the head would be for 9, the one at the arm would be 7.
All right, so you let out 2 blasts, and you hear the snapping of the metal cord as the arm drops limp. And that's when their head begins to rise to look at you, Yonce.
Send it.
Brother.
No, wait.
Such a deep voice.
It's just the brother that took me out. Continue. Send in.
So happy of you to join us. And then you see they begin to glide swiftly towards you. They raise their arms and they are going to go to punch you. And as they do, you also see their astral form, the blue, shimmery glow of their form rising slightly above them, 2 more arms sprouting from their side, and they're gonna make 4 attacks on you.
Astral Monk is fucking cool.
I never looked it up, so it sounds fun.
My sisters played one.
Oh, nice.
Okay, only one is gonna hit, but it is a crit.
Wow.
I jump into a split, so it goes after Sal.
So as they are like gliding towards you, you see they swing their right arm, their left arm, they hook up with their astral right arm, and then the astral left arm hits you square in the jaw.
Oh.
They are to do some damage.
Oh, and I have a reaction, but I'll...
Alright, so that crit is going to be 11 points of bludgeoning damage. And then... You said you had a reaction?
Yeah, I'm going to do Hellish Rebuke. And maybe, hopefully the chains that we can have... Has one of the chains is broken now, right? The right one?
Yep. One of the hands.
Maybe the heat will break some of the other ones. So for Hellish Rebuke, that is a dex save of 16.
A dex save?
Yes.
All right. That is going to save.
Right, so you will take... you still will take damage. Or,
All right.
wait. takes 2d10 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one.
Yep,
But
so
it's
half.
okay. So it's at the highest level, though.
Because you have a level 5 spell
Yeah,
slot.
so it's actually... It'll be 3d10s instead of 6.
You'll roll all the d10s and then just have the damage.
Sorry, I wanted to do that because that was fun. So 5 plus 4 is 9, plus 7 is 16, plus 3 is 19, plus 9 is 24, plus 4 is 28, so 14 damage.
14 damage.
wild.
A lot of
Alright.
damage.
So you see that their body like goes up in flames and the fire whips across their skin. And you see the scorch marks.
But what about the
across their
chains?
skin.
What about the chains?
Nothing happens to the chains.
I am so sorry. We have a doctor. We can fix you up. We have ointment.
Currently cradling Alton. Alton?
Yeah,
Alton.
we have all.
She them.
We have
She them.
Yeah, you're currently cradling Alden. But here we are with Senin, and Senin's face turns to you as the fire dissipates and just says, "Not unlike you, to hurt those you love."
Whoa, 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 whoa.
What's all this tea?
Yonce looks at him like, what we're not going to do is that, Sin. I don't care if you are hexed. What you're not going to do, I love you too much.
How much psychic damage does he have?
As a single tear falls down my eye.
65, somewhere around.
All right.
999.
The 99
Salvador.
Do
restaurant.
I get an opportunity to attack? Because he moved out of my... I rushed up to attack him, and then he went back to attack Yonce.
Oh, that's a good question. No, he uses a key point. He has key points.
Oh, he has key points,
He has
okay.
key points.
Curse you, monks.
So I will track his key points, and I will just say that he used his nimble escape
Okay.
to disengage with you.
Lucky him. Okay. I'm going to
Yep.
do another attack on the strings on his legs.
All right, so you run after him and swing
Oh, my spells will
your
be helpful for this.
battle axe.
Ooh. That's going to be a total of 15 to hit.
15 will not do it.
Okay. Well, as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word on myself.
All right. So you slash after him, but he is still moving around Yonce. And Yonce, what do you do?
Hold on. First, I'm going to, since that reaction was a 5 slot, I'm going to mark that down.
Yes, thank you.
I am going to back up as they're coming towards me. I'm going to be like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Senin. I have to do this. It's for your own good. And I shoot my 2 Eldritch Blasts, one at the chain pinned to the head, and then the other to the left arm.
All right.
One is a 13 and the other is a 19.
All right. The 19 will hit.
That'll be the one towards the head then.
All right.
And then that's going to be for 9 damage
All right.
for just towards the chain.
All right. So it blasts the chain and it still is intact.
Is there any signs of damage?
I mean, the chain itself seems like it's getting a little mangled, yes.
Alright.
Alright, so we're gonna do we're gonna use a key point to do something called Step of the Wind. So as you blast the chains, you see Senin just flies up into the air. The chains pull them up into the air. They float into the rafters, and then you hear their footprints running around the catwalk in the darkness above you.
Oh, like they're scurrying like a rat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
So the two of you are now left on stage by yourself, and Senin is out of sight. But you hear him clambering around above you.
Keep an eye out. Yeah, I'm just trying to scan attacks from above.
No pun intended. Because one eye.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So as you are kind of looking around, scanning the ceiling of this room, you're waiting in anticipation. You hear clinking and clinking. And then you see him jump out from the rafters above you and try to do a flurry of blows into Salvador this time. So again, 4 more attacks.
I remember those moves.
Okay, so does an 18 hit you?
My AC is 19 because I got my
All right,
blows.
so 2 are going to hit you then.
Yeah.
1 is a crit.
Nice. I mean, bad, so bad.
All right, so we've got 5 plus 5 plus 3 is 13 plus 6, 19 points of bludgeoning damage as he flies down from above and just starts pummeling you with punches.
Can I use my reaction?
What was your reaction?
So they have to do a dexterity saving throw to beat, although they're a monk, so they're probably pretty good. But they have to do a dexterity saving throw of 17.
All right, they are actually going to fail that.
Ooh, nice. So since they failed, they're going to take 2d8 thunder damage, or they're going to take 2d8 lightning damage, and they're going to be pushed 5.
What's your stormy rebuke?
Yeah, it's my Wrath of Storms. So 2d8 lightning, and it's going to be a total of 7 lightning damage to them, and they're pushed 10 feet away from me.
All right.
I'm going to look at some, like, be careful. Even though I did just burn them.
I'm going to be as careful as I can. This dude's got a lot of hands.
So you blast him off of you.
Hands
You
are rated.
see that he's jolted backwards. The electricity ricocheting up the metal cords into the rafters above. It is your turn, Salvador.
I briefly say to Yonce, I think I can try to calm him down, and maybe we could try to sever these cords without like getting attacked. You want me to try that?
Yes, please.
Okay, I'm going to cast Calm Emotions on Senin. So
All right.
They have to do a Charisma save of 17.
They're gonna save.
Okay, so that's my turn.
They don't look calm.
Is he normally charismatic? Like, how would you rate him on a scale of social butterfly to nerd?
Cool nerd.
Cool nerd? Oh, no. Okay, I guess that's...
Ambivert, actually.
Smart and charismatic.
Oh, no, double threat.
Yes.
All right, Kai.
All right, it is my turn. All right. I am going to make some decisions. I am going to cast something I have not cast in forever and a day.
Ooh.
Is it false life?
Misty Step? Is it Misty Step?
I'm sorry.
I'm going to cast something that has not been cast in forever, and I'm going to use Summon Aberration.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because we're going to need help with this.
Yeah, what's going on over here? It was fine. I mean, I was dead, but I was fine.
I just don't know which one to do. Vamp as I'm looking.
Vamp?
Yeah.
No, not like vamp.
Like music vamp.
Like
Or
A
just
5, 6,
keep talking as I look.
Oh, is that a concept? I have no idea what that
Oh,
means.
yeah,
the vamp?
It's
No.
when the housing band does some
Yeah.
interlude.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
I'm gonna use-
Da-da-da-da-da.
This,
Bah.
the aberration I'm going to summon is a slad.
Yeah.
And it has it's 11. The armor class is 16 because that's 11 plus the level of the spell. And then the hit points is going to be 60 because it's 40 plus 10 for each spell level above 4, so that's 20. And that's what I am going to do.
All right. So you say your magic words, do your hand motions, and you see
Avada Kedavra.
this
Oh, sorry. I thought that was going to be more
kind
funny.
of the wrong thing. This is the opposite of what you're doing here.
Kitty cat, meow. Slad, arise.
So you see out of the floor, a hole opens up and a arm reaches out with these long claws. Another arm reaches out and it's dragging along the wood of the stage, and it pulls itself out. It's red.
Let's say, let's give it
What
like
color
a.
slot do you want?
I want a lavender slad.
Oh, a lavender
Okay,
slide.
cool. So it's like purpley gray goopy skin.
Is she?
Zezems.
Starts to pull itself out of this hole that has opened up in the ground. The smell of sulfur stings your nose as it lets out a growl and drags itself onto the ground. As it stands, you see its hulking 8-foot figure rise above you, and the menace in its eyes. It turns towards Senin.
So now my slad's turn. I'm just double check. Okay. I'm going to look at my slad. Sladdy, go for the chains. And slad uses claws, which is a melee weapon attack. So it's just attack with your spell attack modifier to hit. So I think it's a D20 plus. Excuse me 1 second. My spell modifier is 4. So that's a 12.
It should be your full like spell attack modifier.
So like, what do you add when you do Eldritch Blast?
Oh, 8. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is 8 plus 8 is a 16.
A 16 will not hit.
All right. Well, that's all it can do.
So it hulks on over to Senin, and you see that it raises its clawed hand and tries to slash, but Senin jumps backwards, the cord's out of reach. And then he's going to lean back in towards the slod, trying to punch it.
Should probably keep track of the hit points in that moment.
Yes, please. All right. It's gonna hit the slot 3 times. Which is basically the same that's been going on. So we are going to do 20 points of damage to the slot.
That's completely fine because that means it has 40 left.
All right.
And Slad has a special ability that at the beginning of each turn it regenerates 5 hit points, so it's fine.
All right. That brings us back to Salvador.
Okay, I'm going to deposit my axe, and I'm going to shoot a guiding bolt at the chain that's on the top of the head.
All right.
And I do a ranged spell attack for the spatty. Ugh. The shot hits the cord, but it does nothing because I got a 13. Or a 14.
Yeah, that does not meet the AC of the cord.
Nope.
All right. Yonce, your turn.
All right. Luckily, once per turn, as I've been reading my character, I can cast Compulsion. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Once per... Wait. It says you can cast Compulsion using a Warlock spell slot, so maybe I
think you
can't.
used yours.
I used
I
both
think
of
you used
them.
both of them already, yeah.
Well, I cannot do that. So what I'm going to do is use both my Eldritch Blast. One again on the head chain and one on the left arm. Left arm, yeah. One is going to be a 16 and the other is going to be a 13.
Neither will hit.
All right.
You let out 2 blasts, and they just hit the curtains across the other side of the stage. And then Senin is going to punch some more. Gosh, we still have quite a bit of key points. Just as an FYI, level 10 monks have lots of key points. So 4 more attacks on the slide.
Leave Sadie alone.
A 20
Sled Lana.
hit. That will not hit.
Come on.
Only one of these attacks is going to land. So we are going to get a whopping 6 points of damage on the slide.
Your hand's getting tired, son.
No, I was taking hits for like 1 hit was like 40 damage.
That's sneak attack, yeah.
Yeah.
Yikes.
So is it Sladdy's turn or Sladlana?
Sled Lana.
Yes, it's the slad's turn.
All right, so first it's going to regenerate 5 hit points because at the start of his turn.
Oh.
So that's going to be for 39. So now it's at 39 hit points. And then next is going to use its claws again at the chains. Ooh, yes. So 17 plus 8 is 25.
25 will hit.
All right, and that's going to be for a whopping... Wait, hold on. 1d10 plus 3. So I rolled a 1 plus 3 is 4. 4, but plus 5. So, because it's 1d10 plus 3 plus the spell level. So, 8 plus 1 is going to be 9 slashing damage. And that's going to go for the head chain.
All right. You see that it frays the chain.
Great work, Sladdy.
And that will bring us back to Salvador.
Repeat performance. Maybe I'll hit this at one time.
Maybe this time.
It'll be different. Ugh. I got a 26 to hit this time.
26 will hit.
But the damage is less than inspiring. So it's a total of 11 points of radiant damage to the top chain.
All right.
And then the next attack on it has advantage.
Nice. Very, very nice. Because that will be Yonce's attack.
Wait, what?
You have advantage on your next attack on it.
Yes!
Or if Slod. You do go before Slod?
I go before Slod.
Okay.
Yes, we go before Slob.
Come on, Legends of the Hidden... No, sorry, What We Do in the Shadows. Oh, Jesus.
All right, what are you doing?
Oh, it's my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Oh, I know. I thought, I don't know what is the order? Just
Salvador, Yonce, Slod, and then Senin. I mixed it up last turn.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to use both my Eldritch Blast since I can't use any wizard stuff. I mean, warlock stuff. No.
You also can't use any wizards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like both are true.
Both are true. These are true statements.
You
I
get
definitely,
advantage.
I'm going to hit, though. Well,
The first.
the first one's a 19 with advantage.
Yeah.
So that's plus 8. That's going to be 27.
27 will hit.
And then the next one would be 16 plus 8. So that's a 24.
24 will also hit.
So I am not rolling good on attacks. So one is going to be for 8 points of damage. The other is going to be for 7. The 8 points is going for the head one. The 7 is going to the arm one.
All right. So we are going to roll a d10. So you said 8 and what?
Girl, I don't remember.
8 and 7.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll 2d10s for special reasons.
And I'm also going to roll a
right.
d10 as well.
So as you blast your Eldritch Blast towards Senin, you see that their astral arms raise up and take the blasts and redirect them partially away from the chains. So they're going to take reduced damage.
Ain't that a bitch?
Isn't it?
You're fighting a monk.
You are. And that is something that they've been able to do this whole time, and I totally just remembered. It's fine.
They can catch projectiles.
Yes. And if they are successful enough, they can send them right back at you.
Were they successful?
No. Not that successful. All right. That was Yonce's turn.
Yeah.
Slod.
So Slot is going to regain 5 hit points. So now they're back at 44. And then they're going to use their claws, which was a good show on TBS with Niecy Nash.
Oh, yeah. I didn't watch him.
It's going to be for 23 damage.
23 damage or 23 to hit?
23 to hit.
Okay. 23 will hit.
All right, give me a moment. I need to figure out. It's 1d10 plus 3 plus. So that's 2 plus 3 is 5 plus 5 is 10. That's for 10 damage.
10 damage. All right. So you snap another cord. There is only one cord hanging from their head and their ankles.
Okay. Sorry. Wait, so the left arm one's now gone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Salvador.
Did it go?
No, it did not go. Or they did not go. Zenon, he did not go. That is true. Thank you. Who is he going to punch? I feel like he's been kind of pulled in many different directions throughout this fight. He's been landing blows, just throwing punches over and over. He's again going to jump back out of the air, into the air, not out of the air, into the air, up into the rafters where you hear him run across the catwalk.
Yeah, Naruto run.
Yeah.
Before you see his figure jumping from the sky at one of you, and that is going to be Yonce. So he's going to jump down onto Yonce, throwing more hands. And I will do that for rolls. So 20 will hit you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but a 14 will not.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he's gonna land 3 blows on you. So that will be 6 plus 6.
Oh.
And I dropped my dice, so one more. 5, almost max damage. So 6 plus 6 plus 5 is 17, plus 4 times 3 is 12, is 29 points of damage. That rolled real well that round. And that is what he should have been doing the past, 5 rounds. Because he does have a plus 8 to hit.
Ouch.
Which means he probably should have landed a lot more blows. I rolled a lot of 3s. So 29 I just said?
Yeah, and I already. So now
Okay, cool.
I'm coughing up blood.
All right. And he just kind of descended upon you, just fangs snarling and just 4 arms just pounding down on you. Salvador, what are you doing?
So whenever I have done my attacks with radiant damage or thunder damage or lightning damage, does it appear that it's been doing any damage to the cords or him?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna do shatter.
He just has more hit points than Alton.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe it's like, oh, it doesn't work, like raise resistances, but I'll do shatter on the head cord. So they have to do a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw. That is going to be an 11 plus 2.
So 17 was the number to beat. So they're going to take a full 3d8 of thunder damage.
All right.
So
I want to actually use my Channel Divinity to roll max on that. Ooh. So that's going to be 24 points of thunder damage to the top chord. Yeah.
Okay, and shatter?
Yeah.
So, how does shatter, like, work?
So
how do you cast it?
Each creature in a 10-foot radius of a sphere that I center on a point. So I choose it so that Yonce and Zadi the Slod.
Slatty. All right. And, like, is it somatic, verbal?
It is all of those.
Okay. Cool. So you do your little, like, hand motion thing.
I got my chip on Micah, yeah.
And you see the cord. At first, it's just like tink, tink, tink. And then the wire is just, like, blasted apart, fraying all over in that area. And then Senin collapses to the ground, motionless.
His leg is still...
The legs are still attached, but the body is now...
slump.
And the fight is over.
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at the compulsion thing again, and it says on here, Eldritch Invocation U1/1. What does that mean?
You have an Eldritch Invocation.
Oh.
That's all that means, I think.
All right. Cool.
Is it a once per day?
It says 1/1, so I'm confused on why.
Does that mean that you've used...
Yeah, it feels like I could use it without going through one of my spell slots. That's what I was confused with.
Yeah.
Because I did it before in previous seasons, but maybe if it's wrong, then we won't. But you said that as they're figuring it out, you said that they fell to the ground.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to run to them, and then I do have a potion that I'm going to use once I get my iPad back. But
sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
If you want, I still have a spell slot.
Oh yeah, then you do that.
Okay, I'll do a first level healing spell or healing word on Senin, and I'm going to say the healing word of the day is quadruped.
I'm going to, as you're doing that, I'm like, please, Senin, please be alive. Please be alive. No.
They're going to take... healing word is a 1d4 plus 4. They take 8 points of healing.
All right. So as you cast Healing Word, you see that the wounds on their hands and the top of their head begin to close up, and their breath deepens.
I cast False Life. Continue.
But their eyes remain closed. They don't appear to become conscious.
I am going to place them. I'm going to pick them up, place them on my back, and look at Sam. Be like, now let's get Mare.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Let's go to Upri.
I pass.
Who has been waiting ever so patiently to find out if they can save Varn. So Varn, for the audience, is a Kobold Fey Wanderer Ranger.
Good luck.
Are all of your family members short?
Yeah, I didn't realize that until just now.
Yeah, we're the tallest of the family.
What is Mare?
Meredith is tall.
She's a half elf?
She is a water genasi.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's blue.
Gotcha.
She's not just tall. She's blue.
Blue.
And the rest are a gnome, a goblin, a halfling, and a kobold.
Yeah.
You are the strays. People who found each other.
I mean, with you two,
found
that's
you very
3
easy.
tall, 4 shorts. That's still a balance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, exactly. So upright, same shtick. So you are chasing after the image of Varn, and you are going back and forth, whipping around the corners, trying desperately not to faceplant into a mirror, probably do a couple times, but eventually you find yourself staring down a long hallway at Varn themselves. Just a little carrot dangling at the end of the hall. And they start to slowly fade into the darkness behind them.
Aubrey runs after them.
You charge down that hall, past all of the mirrors and into the dark room. You sit in a moment of silence before the lights go on. Varn's small, slender body dangling in the center of the room. Roll initiative.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
14.
All right. So Varn is actually going to go first this time. So,
What? The Dex person? No.
so Varn is going to go first, or at least whatever still exists of them. And they...
Did you just foreshadow killing our family?
No. Anyways, we'll find out later. Because the first thing that is going to happen is that you see their head whip up, lock eyes with you.
Varn, it's me.
Oh, Upri. So good of you to join us. And then they whip up into the air and disappear into the shadows above. And that's when you start to see the arrows rain down from above.
Great. I'm so perfect for this fight. Amazing.
Yeah, this would be a hard one. This was really up to you all to decide who you went after. And I love that this is how this landed. Okay, so they have 2 attacks per round. So they shoot you with a short bow, and that is a 14 to hit.
Misses.
And a 25 to hit.
That hits.
That hits? Is that what you said?
Yes, Tim. The 25 hits.
All right.
Stop
so
gloating.
gonna hit. So I'm gonna roll a d6.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Well, we'll find out.
So that is going to be 9 points of piercing damage. Oh, Upri, I hoped you would come after me. This is gonna be fun.
Why are you saying such weird shit, sweet boy? Stop that.
What would you like to do? As you hear their disembodied voice above you.
So I can't see where they are?
No.
I guess I'll just roll over and die. How high? So I have no idea where they are, where the arrows came from.
Above you, in front of you.
All right.
You can hold an action if you would like.
I guess I'll rage. And then just ready a thorn whip as soon as I see them.
All right. I'm going to have them roll a stealth check. Okay. So they're going to fail. So as you
Ooh, also,
hear the notching of arrows.
when I rage, shadowy tendrils lash out all around me, and every creature within 30 feet must make a con save or take damage.
Ooh, okay, so this stage just fills with these tendrils that are lashing out around you. Everything gets darkened by the aura they give. And you said a constitution save?
Yep.
Okay. Their constitution save is going to be a 12 plus.
Need to beat a 17.
They have to beat a 17. Plus 2 is 14. They are going to fail.
Unless they had a 20.
So they take 6 points of necrotic damage, and then I gain 7 temp hit points.
Nice.
All right. So you hear the notch of an arrow and the tension of a bow pulling back as the catwalk above you creaks, and you see the glow of their shimmery red skin.
Are they within 30 feet?
They are within 30 feet.
I'm going to basically spin Fern around, like aim her almost like a bazooka, and a giant thorny vine just shoots out of the bottom of her because I cast Thorn Whip, and it's going to try to grab Varn and pull him in.
Beautiful.
Yeah, amazing.
I love that.
Oh shit, what's my modifier? Spellcasting as a barbarian is a thing.
I think you
and
could
we
just make a
decided
regular.
Constitution is my spellcasting modifier?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So then it's plus 9. So 7 plus 9 is 16 to hit.
16 is not going to do it.
Damn.
That's right.
So your thorn whip slaps against the metal railing of the catwalk.
Can I pull on the catwalk?
You can.
I'm going to yank.
All right. They are going to do a dex save of 18. So they are going to stay upright as the catwalk begins to swing back and forth. You hear it creaking on its hinges.
You get down here and face me, you little rascal.
And then they are going to make this attack with disadvantage. Which I believe is still a 19 to hit
That hits.
for the first one, and then the second one is going to be definitely already a failure. The second one will fail. So another arrow shoots towards you. You're going to take 9 piercing damage again,
Halved to 4.
halved to 4.
So that doesn't break through my temp hit points, so I feel like it hits and then just kind of dissolves as its necrotic energy eats it up.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
However, I'm going to use my reaction for my new ability, Unstable Backlash, and I'm going to re-roll the Wild Magic effect.
Ooh. That's fancy.
Let's see. The 4 is going to be... my weapon, Fern glows. Yeah. And sheds bright light within 20 feet.
So the room begins to glow. And that is when you see Varn disappear. A cloud of mist left in their place. And you hear them appear on the ground behind you. Your turn.
How far away are they?
Behind you.
Like-
Right
Oh, sorry.
directly behind you.
Okay. I don't really have slash and stuff. Yeah, what could go wrong? I'm gonna slam the hammer into a cord. I'll say the head cord, and
All right.
I'll reckless attack. Thank God I did that. That's a 25 to hit.
A 25 will hit.
Ooh, that is going to be 16 bludgeoning damage.
16 bludgeoning damage. All right.
And then I swing again. That is a natural 1.
All right. So you hack at the head cord and you see that it begins to fray. Their head kind of cocks slightly as it is slackened.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold up your neck.
And then they let out a loud screech. Ah! Oh, I can't do it right now. I don't know what my voice is doing right now. Yeah, do a screech for me.
Yeah, over here. Away from the mic, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that
Beautiful.
sounds like
Yep,
a kobold.
that sounds like
I
fire.
think.
I'm
Yep,
acting.
Beautiful. So they are going to have advantage on you.
Because they
As they
screamed
start
at me?
screeching.
Yeah,
Because
they already
they have
do, 'cause
draconic
I'm reckless.
cry. Oh, that's fine. They just wanted to screech at you.
They have
I
double
guess then.
advantage.
I don't rule that way because
No, I
it gets
know.
real broken real quick. As we found.
I love it. I love how broken it gets.
But they are now going to take out their rapier and they are going to try to stab you with it. So they take. Ooh. Okay, so they're going to crit on you. And then a 26 to hit. Does that do it?
Yes.
Okay, gorgeous.
Wait, is this the same round?
Yeah. No,
No.
it's new round.
I have a reaction again, right?
Yeah, you do.
Okay, boom. Backlash.
So you're going to take 18 points of piercing damage. And you are going to become wounded. At the start of each of your turns, you're going to take an additional 1d4 of necrotic damage. Times 2. And if you get hit again, it will stack.
Oh, jeez.
Works the icon.
Once you take the damage, you can make a Constitution saving throw to end the effect of all wounds.
As they stab me, they need to make a con save as a giant beam of light shoots out from the wound at their face.
Got him.
Gorgeous. And there we go. You said con save?
Yes, DC
All right.
17.
That is gonna be an 8.
They take 4 radiant damage and are now blinded until the start of my next turn.
Wow.
Ooh.
Which is
okay.
next.
Fuck.
Which is next.
So just a flash.
One-on-one fights are wild. All right. Cool.
So now I take necrotic.
Yes. So
It's
you're
a
gonna
3.
take 2d4 of necrotic.
2d4.
And then you can do a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, that's what the times 2 meant.
Yeah.
Got it.
In
Not roll a
order
d4 and
to-
multiply it times 2.
reduce it.
Okay,
Or
it's a
in order to
7.
heal after that. Okay, so you take the 7 necrotic damage, and now make your Constitution save.
All right. That's going to be a +9. I'm an icon. That is going to be a 26 con save.
All right, so you heal from the wounds, or
Can
the effective wounds.
Cool. Can the
ends.
wound, can I just say, "Ugh," and she flexes, and then her muscles just close it?
Yep, that's it.
She's just
That's how it
muscling them
goes.
close.
Just
Yes.
muscle them
With
close. It's how they just knit themselves back together.
That's how muscles work. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Oh gosh, I lost track of whose turn it is.
It's still
It's
their
up right
turn because they
is.
haven't attacked yet.
Yes, I just started my turn and took the necrotic damage.
Yes,
That's it.
Thank you.
I'm going to reckless attack.
Well, you already have advantage because they're blind.
No, not anymore.
Oh,
Start of
start of their
turn.
next turn.
Yeah.
I rolled 2 5s.
Oh, great.
Does a 12 hit?
A 12 does not hit.
Perfect. Let's follow up attack. Yeah, I don't have a lot.
Oh.
My strength is only 16 because I've been leveling con for the higher spell save DC.
Oh, that's fair.
Are you second attack is in yet one?
Oh no.
That one is gonna fail.
Perfect. Lord, stop it.
What was that?
I don't know why my voice is that new.
Oh no. All right.
Wait, I have inspiration. I'm going to re-roll that nat 1 because that's how we do it now.
Gorgeous. Okay. Reroll that on one.
Gorgeous girls, re-roll nat 1s. That's going to be a 22 to hit.
22 will hit.
Perfect.
Do you still have your inspiration from the dream?
I still have
I
mine.
don't think so.
That's another 16 bludgeoning damage at a string. The head one. Or did that break?
The head one had not broken yet. How much damage did you say?
16 bludgeoning.
All right, 16 will do it, though. You see the head slumps forward. Its arms are what is keeping it up now.
Ooh. Varn, hold up your head. Shit.
All right. And then they are going to misty step away up into the rafters.
Did they use a spell slot?
Them creaking. Yes, they do. They do use a spell slot to do so. And then you see the ground begins to grow spikes.
Oh no.
All around you. They begin to sprout out of the wooden floor and twist around. The area around you for 20 feet is now difficult terrain, and you are going to take 2d4 piercing damage every 5 feet you travel.
Got it. Don't move.
All right, it's your turn.
Do I take damage when it's summoned?
No.
Oh, okay.
Mechanically, you technically don't know it's there, but that's fine.
Oh, they blend in with the
They
environment.
blend in with the environment, but I like the idea that you felt them around you.
All right. Can I... Do I see anybody up there still?
Give me a perception check.
16.
All right. So as you peer into the rafters, that like light at the front of the stage is like blinding you, but you do get a glimpse of their feet.
The tiny little
The
claws.
tiny little clawed feet on the catwalk above you.
Can I see the strings attached to any of the feet?
Yes.
Cool. I'm going to try to thorn whip.
All right, make an attack roll.
23 to hit.
23 will do it.
Haha, that is 7 piercing damage as it shoots out, wraps around the string, cutting it, and then I can yank him 10 feet towards me. So can I...
All right. Yeah, you can. So you pull him off the rafters. He falls down onto the ground. I'm going to roll a d6 for falling damage.
Oh no!
2
I
falling
want to try to
damage.
catch him.
You can try to catch him.
Yes, please.
Okay. So instead you catch him, and he is now in your hands.
And then can I just grapple?
Yes. Give me an unarmed attack.
I guess 21. I don't think I'm proficient, so 18 plus 3.
Okay. That's enough to grapple him. So he's grappled. So you have him in your arms. You
Hold
wrap your arms
still.
around him. Let go.
Why do you sound like that?
Let go. Join us.
No, you join me.
Join the show, Upri.
Do I see, like, does he have his belongings on him?
Belongings?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do I see the journal?
The journal? No,
Oh.
not like on him, like out and on him. No,
Not like tied to his waist or nothing?
no, he doesn't just have a journal tied to his waist.
Listen, a lot of games have casters with book clips on your belts. All right?
Is he a ranger?
Yes.
Yeah. He would have a journal in his sack.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Which brings me back to Varn's turn. He's going to try to make a strength check to escape your grapple. That is going to be a 10. That's going to fail.
Do I make an opposed?
I think yes, that's how it works.
Cool. I'm raging, so it's advantage. You said a save or just raw strength?
It's just a raw strength.
16.
All right. So you keep him grappled. So that is his action. But he's going to use a 3rd level spell slot because he's out of 2nd level spell slots to Misty Step.
You little bitch!
So he Misty steps away back into the rafters. And give me another perception check to find him.
15.
Damn it, I am rolling so bad on these stealth
Good.
checks. You spot him immediately.
Come here,
in
you
the
little rascal.
rafters.
Thorn whip. It's a nat 1.
Oh.
A nat 1 is going to slap against the catwalk again. And then anything else with your turn.
That's it.
All right. So
Stuck in a spike pile.
he is
Yep.
going to...
That's my only ranged attack.
Tim, I think since Varn got hit by the thorn whip, he would have had to do a concentration saving throw to maintain the spike growth.
True.
Yeah, that
Oh,
was a
okay.
whole 7, so it's a 10.
The Constitution save would be a 12.
Got him.
Why
So
would
it
it be a
passes.
12?
So
He got
Oh.
12.
Oh,
Yeah.
you rolled a 12. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Thank you for catching that. Thorns are still up, and we are going to make 2 attacks with the bow. That's going to be a nat 1 and a 19 to hit.
The 19's gonna hit.
The 19 will hit? Yeah.
No,
Okay.
just a little bit.
Cool. So that is going to be a d6. And you're going to take 9... Why do I keep rolling a 2? 9 points of piercing damage.
You're number 2.
And it is your turn.
Can I just say how broken a barbarian is? Because I'm only just now hitting 100. I'm still in triple digits.
It's that con, baby. Yeah.
You got 20 con. and
She's
it's a-
broken.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Can I know this is not a thing mechanically. Can I reckless thorn whip?
What does that even mean?
Get down here, you little rascal. And open myself up.
Oh, okay. Like
It's a
reckless
reckless
attack,
attack.
but
Reckless
you're doing it with
thorn
a thorn
whip
whip.
for advantage.
Sure, why
You
not?
can say no.
But then they would have advantage on you, right?
Yeah, but it's fine.
Okay.
They've been doing little damage. Okay, all right, cool. 22?
22 will
23?
hit. 23 will also hit.
They take 12 piercing damage, or a cord does, and I yank them.
All right, you hear another cord snap.
You're getting there.
You get back here.
There's only one keeping them suspended. The feet don't count.
Ah, okay.
Oh, really?
Okay.
The feet are just there to make their legs move, but it's not keeping them upright. All right,
Concentration save.
concentration save.
10.
They're gonna fail.
Yeah.
So
No more spikes.
The spike growth is going to dissipate, and the ground becomes relatively smooth yet again. All right. Cool. You are going to hear more arrows notching from above. 22 and a 19 to hit.
Those will both hit.
All right.
You make it down to 90.
All right, that was a delayed reaction.
19 points of piercing damage.
All right, that's halved to 9. I'm at 91.
Ooh,
The year of my birth.
But then I'm going to use my reaction to backlash with my wild magic. I rolled a 3, which is a little spirit, a little flump comes out of Fern and starts running at him and screaming, "Ah!" and explodes nearby.
Is that a dexterity save?
Yeah, DC 17 dex save.
All right, that's going to be a 19 to save.
That saves, but maybe it rocks the catwalk. I don't know.
I'm going to rule no, not this time. All right. Let's try a poison spray.
Didn't he just go? That was a reaction, right?
Yeah. That
Oh,
was
there's a reaction. Okay,
yeah.
thank you. Okay, so what is your turn?
Wow, she just wants to kill me today.
I do.
God
I do want to
damn.
murder everybody. always.
What's canonical now? So reckless thorn whip. That is going to be a 24 to hit.
A 24 will hit.
That is going to be 9 piercing damage and a yoink.
All right. And a yoink.
I like
All
that.
right.
I like that it's like a bazooka.
Are
It's the bottom.
you
Yeah.
again trying to catch them? Or-
Yeah.
Okay. So you catch them in your arms, and would you
And I grapple.
like to grapple? All right.
Yarn, cut this shit out.
But it's so
Yarn.
much
I
fun.
called him Yarn.
I called him Yarn. Who are we talking about?
You've been reduced to yarn.
The director treats us so well.
No, he doesn't.
We don't have to worry about anything.
You stop that.
Isn't he bleeding?
Who?
Yes.
They're all bleeding from their wrists.
Never have to worry again.
What am
We'll
I
be
rolling?
safe from the onslaught.
Am I supposed to be right?
Were you doing another?
An unarmed attack.
Oh,
grapple,
unarmed.
yeah.
I accidentally rolled with advantage. It's a 7.
Plus a 7?
No, it's a total 7.
Total 7. Okay, that is not going to do it. We can be together in the end. A family.
Varn, we're together now.
All right, they are going to make 2 rapier attacks on you. It's not the correct dice that fell on the ground. A 6 plus 8 is 14.
So still a 6.
14. And then an 8 plus 8 is 16. Neither of those hit, do they?
No.
Oh,
16
but
does.
reckless.
Yeah. Well, 16 is my AC, so that hits.
Oh, okay. So
But you also, your
reckless.
attacks were the
So
advantage.
that was with advantage. So then the second attack is going to be a 19 or a 20. Okay, so 2 more hits on you, and this is with the wounding sword again. So that will be with a D8. That's the dice I dropped, isn't it?
It was a 6. Do you want another one? Do you need one?
Yeah, give me a D8, please.
There you go.
Okay, so that is going to be 4 plus 5 is 9. And then 2 plus 5 is 7, 16 total piercing damage, and then you have 2 stacks of wound. So at the start of your turn, you will take a D4 times 2.
All right.
And
And
it's the
I
start of your
use my
turn.
reaction for wild backlash. And
Oh.
a bunch of flowers grow up all around us, and it's really pretty. And I say, Varn, remember who you are.
Okay, Mufasa.
Remember the meadow by the treehouse.
It's there sometimes, depending on if the forest wants it to be there.
Yeah.
None of it will matter if you defy her.
Her? Who's she?
The director.
Oh, damn. I still hate you, but I'm sorry for misgendering you.
And it's your turn. So roll those d4.
I'm gonna take
Yeah, you got
damage.
roll those d4 first, and then that Constitution save.
6 necrotic damage. 26 on the con save again.
All right, so you suck those wounds back up.
No, it's not a
Muscle
suck.
them
It's a.
You squeeze those wounds back up, seal them tight.
I'm gonna
Tight.
take Fern out of bazooka position into wampin position and reckless attack.
All right,
That is going to be a 23 to hit.
a 23 will hit.
That is for 12 bludgeoning damage on the first hit. And then a 18 to hit again
Yeah, that will do it.
for 7 more bludgeoning damage.
All right, so you swing Fern through the cords above them, and they all snap in that final blow across the cords, and Varn collapses to the ground, motionless.
Toss Fern to the side, and I hurry over to Varn's, like beside Varn. Meanwhile, all these flowers are still popping up within 15 feet of me. So as soon as I approach him, we're both just surrounded by a field of beautiful flowers.
That must be cute, reflected in the mirrors too.
Oh. And then I'm going to immediately pull out the herbalist kit that he gave me and showed me how to use and start treating his wounds.
All right,
Hang in there, baby boy.
give me a medicine check.
17.
Gorgeous.
Ooh, nice.
All right, so you start tending to his wounds in the ways that you remember him teaching you to do so on those long afternoons in the forest. You apply the balms and salves, wrap them up, put pressure on the open sores, clean him out, and you bandage him up.
I wipe away a tear. Ren would be proud.
He seems stable, but unconscious.
Steady heartbeat. Breathing.
Steady heartbeat, shallow, slow breath. You almost missed it at first.
All right. I'm gonna scoop him. I'm gonna dump my doll family down because they've been there this whole time still during that whole fight behind me. It's fine. And I'm gonna basically just like throw him over a shoulder
All right.
and start running. Ren!
All right. So this happens for all of you. So I will describe it together. You are all in still your separate like rooms. Yonce and Salvador are together. But you see a sliver of light as a door opens backstage.
We just all scooping and scooting.
Oh, through the door?
You're all separate right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna scoop and scoot.
Yeah.
I feel like by now I've like patched up Alton enough where the like bleeding has stopped and they seem stable.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna scoop them and go to the door.
All right.
I also forgot that I also have an herbalist kit too.
Yeah.
So we'll retcon that later about me safe.
Oh, Sal.
Well, I already healed.
Sal's
Oh, then never
magic
mind.
heal.
Then
Yeah.
I'm like, never mind. Excuse the retcon. We go through. I look at Sal, I'm like, we have to go through that door, I'm guessing.
Yeah. I scoop up and deposit on my shoulder.
Senin.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. Upri.
Hang on, baby boy. We're gonna find somebody to fix you up.
Me. It's me.
I know a doctor who he murders people most of the time, but I've seen him heal. What? Wait, have
Twice?
Occasionally.
Have I seen him
Yeah,
heal?
you're
I
Hippocratic
patched you
oath.
up once, I'm pretty sure.
All right, yeah. Yeah.
But I mostly murder nowadays. That is true.
Your Hippocratic oath
gotten-
is really
I've gotten pretty good at murder.
More of a butcher.
And I run through the door.
Sweeney Todd.
All right. You run into the light, and as you pass through the threshold of the door, you find yourself entering an auditorium. From the back of the audience And you see on the stage, layers of stages and stages, you see on the stage Nim hanging in the center of the stage, the spotlight shining on him. Above him, however, you see Meredith's limp body hanging, blood dripping onto Nim's body below. And that's where we're going to end this episode.
If you kill the mayor, I'm going to punch people in the throat.
Wonderful, wonderful, everyone.
I was worried.
All
Worried
right.
when no one went after Mayor.
She did.
Actually, I'm going to say one thing before we actually end this episode. So as the blood, we're going to retcon that just slightly. As the blood is dripping onto Nim, you see the cord pull his head up. And for the audience, Nim is a gnome wizard.
Nim's a wizard?
Yeah,
Yes.
you didn't know that
I
it
just
was a
assumed it was a
wizard?
druid. In the
I mean,
Nope.
I've never seen him cast magic. He drinks a lot.
So as his head raises, he looks out into the audience, that like kind of blank stage stare as he looks over the head of all the audience members. Oh, I guess we lost one. And that's where we're gonna end the session.
We'll see about that. Rent the doctor.
All right, as we lower the curtain, quite almost literally on this one, with the latest tale spun within shadows of prophecy, we extend our warm goodbyes, dear listeners. Allow the faint echoes of our journey to linger in your thoughts. A subtle reminder of the mysteries that lie just beyond the veil. Yet, there's no need for concern as we part ways. The shadows remain steadfast, holding their secrets, weaving their chilling dreams, and inhabiting the hidden corners of your mind. So as we part for the moment, keep a watchful gaze on those shadowy nooks. A special thank you to our generous patrons, JayCeeAitch, Crispy, and Maggie Z, whose unwavering support keeps the candles burning bright here at Goblin Forge. Before we bid you farewell, remember to like, follow, and subscribe to stay updated on our future journeys into the unknown. This playcast is a Goblin Forge production. If you enjoyed what you experienced today, follow us on Instagram at goblin_forge_TTRPG, at goblin_forge on TikTok, or join our Discord community. Until our paths converge once more, keep in mind, the shadows are your companions, with you always. Goodbye.
Mayor's not dead.
Bye.
I hit F8.
Kai is so pissed.